Okay, check 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, test. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, test. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, check. Okay, this is a check. Chambersburg, Carlisle football coming up at 6:30 tonight. Test 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah. Yeah. Ed is not, Mike is not, but I got Gary Lang is working with me. You never met him. He, yeah, yeah. Ed was going to a concert tonight, and trust me. great outdoors, great history, great entertainment, great relaxation. Your great moments are waiting in Franklin County. Let the Franklin County Visitors Bureau help you plan your visit to the beautiful Cumberland Valley. Visit explorefranklincountypa.com or call 717-552-2977 or toll free 866-646-8060.
Football fans love two things: supporting their team and the Ford F-150 at Keystone Ford. Eagles fans love its best-in-class payload. Baltimore Raven fans like the F-150's efficiency with best-in-class gas mileage. And Washington fans, well, they love the Keystone Ford price. Steelers fans like defense and the F-150's 5-star crash test rating. Regardless of your team, we've got your truck. We're Keystone Ford, a dealer for you, the people.
Shippensburg Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine, with offices in Shippensburg, Greencastle, Waynesboro, and Newville, specializes in orthopedic and sports-related injuries. Our therapists are experts in utilizing the most current therapy techniques, from hands-on manipulation to therapeutic exercise and aquatic therapy. We are a locally owned and operated practice and have a vested interest in the individual patient and community. Shippensburg Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine. Online at shippt.com. Phone 717-477-8030.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
1, 2, 3. Let's see. You are. Go ahead.
4, 5, 6. I don't hear myself. Aaron, now I hear myself.
I bet you hear yourself now. Yep. I got to turn you up. That was my.
Okay, 4, 5, 6. Okay, good to go.
We are good to go here. Check. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Stand by. We are coming up in about 1 minute.
This is a production of MidPennBroadcasting.com, where over 70 local sporting events a year stream live to your PC, laptop, phone, and tablet.
Good evening, everyone. You are looking live at Trojan Stadium in Chambersburg. Final game of the year for the Chambersburg Trojans. And tonight, the Trojans still in search of that elusive first win of the season. They will be taking on the Carlisle Thundering Herd. Good evening, everyone. I'm Gary Klein, along with Gary Lang. Thanks for joining us tonight. And tonight's game is brought to you by F&M Trust. If your banking relationship feels too distant lately, switch to F&M Trust. F&M Trust is local and make sure banking is done your way every day. Learn more at fmtrustonline.com. Member FDIC. By Antrim Insurance, your local Erie insurance agent serving Greencastle, Waynesboro, Chambersburg, Mercersburg, and surrounding Pennsylvania and Maryland areas. By the Franklin County Visitors Bureau, your great moments are waiting in Franklin County. Let the Franklin County Visitors Bureau help you plan your visit to the beautiful Cumberland Valley. By Keystone Ford, fast, fair, and friendly, 301 Walker Road, Chambersburg. By Del Martin Incorporated, a full-service advertising agency serving the tri-state area for 38 years. By Shippensburg Physical Therapy, with offices in Shippensburg, Greencastle, Waynesboro, and Newville, specializing in orthopedic and sports-related injuries. By Greencastle Eye Care Center, a leading provider of optometry services and vision care products in the Greencastle community since 1984. By Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle, your local heating and air conditioning professionals. Phone 597-9900. By the Sports Page, your new source for Franklin County sports. Stories, scores, and highlights from Franklin and Fulton County is at thesportspage.blog. By Blaze Alexander Chevrolet Volvo, 650 North Antrim Way, Greencastle. By Johnny's Restaurant and Hotel Service, superior service, competitive prices, 2406 Molly Pitcher Highway, South Chambersburg. By the United States Air Force, aim high, make a living with a career that makes a difference. The U.S. Air Force. Contact Tech Sergeant Patrick locally at 717-480-7254. By Nellie Fox Bowl, 3857 Molly Pitcher Highway, South Chambersburg. The home of laser bowling every Friday and Saturday night, 10 to 12:30. By Green Village Family Restaurant, 5440 Philadelphia Avenue, Chambersburg, proudly supporting the Chambersburg Trojans. By Olympian Athletics, 55 West Main Street, Waynesboro. Let us outfit your team with uniforms, warm-ups, hats, and so much more. By Klein Tours, New York, Las Vegas, New Orleans, Costa Rica, and more. Visit KleinTours.net for a complete tour schedule. Tonight's pregame show is brought to you by Antrim Insurance, your local area insurance agent serving Greencastle, Waynesboro, Chambersburg, Mercersburg, and surrounding Pennsylvania and Maryland areas. Antrim Insurance, 169 South Antrim Way, Greencastle, and 1685 East Main Street in Waynesboro. The Chambersburg Trojans tonight hope to end the season on a victory. They've got a tough task ahead of them. They play the Carlisle Thundering Herd. The Thundering Herd wants to finish at 500. They come in at 4-5. However, all 4 of those victories have been out of conference with wins over Mechanicsburg, over Redland, and Susquehanna Township, and Southwestern in the conference. Like the Trojans, they are 0-5. And Gary, when the season started, I looked at this game as possibly one winnable for Chambersburg, but they've had a lot of injuries along the way, and it's still maybe a better chance than they've had. But tonight, maybe.
We have a very young team on the field tonight. At least 5 sophomores are starting. We've got some of the regulars out with injuries. But comparing Chambersburg and Carlisle against their common opponents, it's fairly comparable. Although both teams have lost all 5 opponents, the scores seem fairly comparable that, hey, it could be a very close game, could be a very good game. It all depends how quickly Chambersburg reacts, and if they can put points on the board quickly, that could have Carlisle backpedaling.
And I think that's the key, Gary. I think they're going to have to score points in the ball game tonight. Carlisle does have a lot of weapons. They can put some points up.
Now the Chambersburg offense are going to be going against a 3-5-3 defense for Carlisle. But I understand their linebackers are very active. Although they only have 3 down linemen, the linebackers have a good word for themselves, good name, and we'll see if Chambersburg has a running game and see if quarterback Collier has enough time to put up some passes in the air.
And Gary, you talked about those scores. Carlisle, they lost in the league to State College 70-14. 30 and also 37-7 to Cumberland Valley. CD East 21-14. CD 65-14. Harrisburg 48-14. Meanwhile, Chambersburg, they lost to Central Dauphin by a score of 44-7. And, of course, last week in State College, 70-20.
Now, was that a massacre or not?
Yes, it was. But they had 6 more points on the board than the Herd did, but for what that's worth.
Well, it appears several of the games, Carlisle and Chambersburg have vastly been outscored, but other games they've been very competitive in.
Yeah, and they have. Chambersburg lost to Cumberland Valley 35-13, and 36-26 to CD East, and Harrisburg, the embarrassing 82-3 loss. But in that CD East game, Gary, that was a game that Chambersburg should have won. They were up 26-10 at one point in that game.
Yes, it was a tough one to fathom at the end, but they played well at times, and they've not played well at times.
And the Cumberland Valley game, Chambersburg played well in the second half of that ball game. In fact, I keep telling people Chambersburg won the second half of that game at Cumberland Valley. It was the least dominant Eagles performance that I've seen in years, but things, I think, started to fall apart as the injuries started to mount up.
Oh, yes, they get injured, and the players don't get enough reps to know the system, know what, where to make and when to make their blocks. Now, the 2 of the games that they got vastly outscored, State College and Harrisburg, they're 2 of the better teams in the state.
They certainly are. And, State College is always a perennial power, and Harrisburg may be the best high school football team ever assembled in this part of the country. Some say maybe Bishop McDevitt in the Ricky Waters era, probably matches up with that. But, Harrisburg with Division I athletes. I think there's 6 Division I athletes. Yes. And if it's any consolation, Harrisburg has hammered everybody they've played this year.
And we're all playing with the big boys, 6A. Yeah. So we're in the top classification in the state. So it's you're playing teams that are deep, that are strong. They have some quality athletes. It's a tough road, but Chambersburg will rise again.
And from what I'm hearing, that rise could be coming in the very near future for Chambersburg with a lot of good athletes, underclassmen. We hope it does pan out and equals some victories along the way.
I've seen 3 or 4 of the junior high games this year at Cams North. And one athlete I was really impressed with, number 80, James Lilly. He's tall, he's fast, very athletic. And some of the other names I noted from the junior high, Christian Bigler, Williams, Hughes, and Nolan. They seem to have a fair amount of athletes coming up. So we'll have to see how they fit in, if they're going to be playing as 9th or 10th graders, and we'll just have to see how the day goes.
And we will be coming back with more of the pregame show from Trojan Stadium right after these messages on the F&M Trust Sports Network on midpenbroadcasting.com, the sportspage.blog, and GameTimePA.com.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Had an auto accident? It's common to wonder how things could have turned out differently, if only.
No regrets.
If only you had Erie Insurance. With Erie, instead of regrets, you can focus on putting your mishap behind you. With an Erie Rate Lock auto policy, your rate won't take a hit, no matter what. It stays put until you change a car, driver, or address. People who treat you fairly, legendary service, great rates. That's what it means to have seriously good insurance for your auto, home, or business. Erie Insurance. See for yourself why Erie received the J.D. Power Award for highest in customer satisfaction with the auto insurance purchase experience, 3 years in a row.
Your Erie agent in Greencastle and Waynesboro is Antrim Insurance Agency. Get a quote at antriminspa.com.
Erie Rate Lock is not available in all states. Limited to 3 years in Virginia. Other conditions and limitations at erieinsurance.com. For J.D. Power Award information, go to jdpower.com.
Erie Insurance.
Everybody likes having more room. Sometimes it's your living space at home, but sometimes it could be finding more room in your budget. That's why F&M Trust offers the home equity loan and the home equity line of credit. The loan helps with home improvements, and the line of credit adds in more flexibility for future purchases. Either home equity choice will help with consolidating bills too. Right now, F&M Trust has great low home equity rates, so you can add more room just the way you like. Learn more at fmtrustonline.com. Equal housing lender.
Del Martin Incorporated, a full-service advertising agency, has been serving the tri-state area for 35 years. We specialize in screen printing and embroidered clothing. Del Martin Incorporated supplies a full range of brand-name uniforms for athletic, work, and medical applications, and a full line of advertising essentials. We have an in-house artist ready to put your ideas to work for you. T-shirts for schools, clubs, churches, and events. Del Martin Incorporated, 21 Sarah Susan Lane, Greencastle. Phone 717-597-5751 or online at delprint.com.
Great outdoors, great history, great entertainment, great relaxation. Your great moments are waiting in Franklin County. Let the Franklin County Visitors Bureau help you plan your visit to the beautiful Cumberland Valley. Visit explorefranklincountypa.com or call 717-552-2977 or toll free 866-646-8060.
Football fans love two things: supporting their team and the Ford F-150 at Keystone Ford. Eagles fans love its best-in-class payload. Baltimore Raven fans like the F-150's efficiency with best-in-class gas mileage. And Washington fans, well, they love the Keystone Ford price. Steelers fans like defense and the F-150's 5-star crash test rating. Regardless of your team, we've got your truck. We're Keystone Ford, a dealer for you, the people.
Shippensburg Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine, with offices in Shippensburg, Greencastle, Waynesboro, and Newville, specializes in orthopedic and sports-related injuries. Our therapists are experts in utilizing the most current therapy techniques, from hands-on manipulation to therapeutic exercise and aquatic therapy. We are a locally owned and operated practice and have a vested interest in the individual patient and community. Shippensburg Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine, online at shippt.com. Phone 717-477-8030.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
cool, crisp night in Chambersburg, but a great night for football. I cannot believe we're in week 10 already. This season has flown by. And for Chambersburg and Carlisle, it will be the last game. A few area teams hope to continue playing after tonight. Waynesboro travels to Mifflin County, and they are currently ranked number 7 in 5A. Still may make the playoffs, but if you drop a spot, you are probably going to play you will play Harrisburg the first round.
That'd be a tough one, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, so you don't want that. Now, Shippensburg, that's been a Jekyll and Hyde team this year. It's the LBJ game tonight in Shippensburg, and that's probably the premier game in the area tonight. Shippensburg fighting for a playoff spot, currently ranked number 8 in the district, and Northern right behind them at number 9.
They still have Gustafsons on their roster, and that
yeah.
They are a family of athletes.
Yes, they sure are. What great athletes there are, and the quarterback Carter Van Syok is, as far as I'm concerned, the best around in the area. And he just doesn't have quite the receivers, I think, that he had a year ago. But Shippensburg, despite it all, is still on the verge of a playoff spot.
Oh yes. Hey, and as you mentioned, it's a beautiful night for football. Temperature about 60 degrees. There was a slight westerly breeze blowing. The moon, full moon, it looks like, creeping behind the layer of clouds, but it's just a great night for football. Not too hot, not too cold. We hope the athletes pull through it okay, injury-free, and don't get dehydrated because it's a little bit warmer than usual.
And also one other local game in the area on Mid-Penn Broadcasting right now. Greencastle made the long trip tonight to take on Twin Valley, and that game on midpennbroadcasting.com and WRGG radio tonight.
Now, will Greg Hoover be announcing the game?
Greg Hoover will be there. He made the long trip, Elverson, Pennsylvania, I think it is, up around Morgantown, Downingtown area. So
that is a trip. Well, we thank Greg for doing his work for Mid-Penn Broadcasting.
And we will be coming back with more of the Antrim Insurance pregame show after these messages on the F&M Trust, the Sports Network, on midpennbroadcasting.com, the sportspage.blog, and GameTimePA.com.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Had an auto accident? It's common to wonder how things could have turned out differently, if only. No regrets. If only you had Erie Insurance. With Erie, instead of regrets, you can focus on putting your mishap behind you. With an Erie Rate Lock auto policy, your rate won't take a hit, no matter what. It stays put until you change a car, driver, or address. People who treat you fairly, legendary service, great rates. That's what it means to have seriously good insurance for your auto, home, or business. Erie Insurance. See for yourself why Erie received the J.D. Power Award for highest in customer satisfaction with the auto insurance purchase experience 3 years in a row.
Your Erie agent in Greencastle and Waynesboro is Antrim Insurance Agency. Get a quote at antriminspa.com.
Erie Rate Lock is not available in all states. Limited to 3 years in Virginia. Other conditions and limitations at erieinsurance.com. For J.D. Power Award information, go to jdpower.com.
Erie Insurance.
Hi, I'm Greg Kennedy, General Manager, Blaze Alexander Chevrolet in Greencastle. Due to record-breaking sales the past 3 months, we're bringing back cash for junkers. Push, pull, or drag it in, and you'll receive $34.50 over fair condition KBB, minus recondition. If you don't have a junker, no problem. We'll still give you $34.50 over fair condition KBB for your current vehicle. Over $17,000 off a new 2017 Silverado 1500, stock number G2403. 0% financing available in everything, including the redesigned 18 Traverse. Our used vehicle Super Center with over 2,500 pre-owned available. Over 1,000 new Chevys available. We offer free PA state inspections for everyone. Free service loaners. Free Saturday car washes from 9 to 12. And with the credit doctors Mike and Nate, everybody drives. The lowest prices online at BlazeChevy.com. The price you see is the price you pay. If you don't have a Blaze Alexander logo in the back of your vehicle, you paid too much. This is why we're the area's #1 volume Chevy dealer. By taking deals the other guys won't. Blaze Alexander Chevrolet in Greencastle. Find new roads.
Se habla español.
Most companies ask for applicants with experience, but where do you get that unless someone gives you a job? Let the U.S. Air Force help. We offer comprehensive job training in over 140 specialties, and we will help with education costs to finish your degree. Gain unmatched experience for your untapped potential with the United States Air Force. Call 1-800-423-USAF or visit www.airforce.com. This message brought to you by Technical Sergeant Kevin Patrick of the United States Air Force and Mid-Penn Broadcasting.
You can reach Tech Sergeant Patrick locally at 717-480-7254.
Greencastle Eye Care Center has been the area's premier eye care provider since 1984. Dr. Sandra Fink-Freeman and Dr. Charlie Parsons provide comprehensive eye exams, including medical eye exams and contact lens fittings for patients from age 1 to over 100. The office has a complete optical department with a wide variety of frames for adults and children. Conveniently located in the John Grove Medical Center off Exit 5 along I-81, Greencastle Eye Care Center is your family eye care provider, always accepting new patients. Call us at 717-597-7708.
You can count on Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle for all your heating and cooling needs. Same-day service, free estimates, 24-hour emergency services, and free second opinions. Phone 717-597-9900 or visit us online at premierhvacpa.com. Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle, your local heating and air conditioning professionals.
Shippensburg Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine, with offices in Shippensburg, Greencastle, Waynesboro, and Newville, specializes in orthopedic and sports-related injuries. Our therapists are experts in utilizing the most current therapy techniques, from hands-on manipulation to therapeutic exercise and aquatic therapy. We are a locally owned and operated practice and have a vested interest in the individual patient and community. Shippensburg Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine, online at shippt.com. Phone 717-477-8030.
We are back at Chambersburg Area Senior High School. You're looking at the Trojan Marching Band performing their pregame show here tonight. Final game of the 2017 season. And the Trojans maybe hope to get, despite losing that game 70-20 last week, they had their best output on offense this year with 341 yards. Quarterback Tyler Collier had his best game, running for 119 yards on 20 carries. He completed 8 of 14 for 86 yards and 2 touchdowns.
That was a good all-around game for him. He seems to be growing each game, and certainly this year from last year he's made progress.
Yeah, he really has. And, next year, hopefully, with the influx of the underclassmen, he will continue to do that and, put up some good numbers for Chambersburg. And Collier, will be back next year. Tyler is just a junior this season, and he has 2 years of experience under his belt.
Now, how about his height? Does he go about 6'7",
Wow.
6'8"?
Yeah,
He's a tall one.
He sure is. He's listed at 6'7", 219 pounds. And he'll be the tallest player on the field today. You'll know Tyler when you see him. But I think that's a big advantage for Acorn.
See over the lineman, hopefully see downfield, and hopefully the Chambersburg line can hold their blocks for him long enough for him to make some good decisions.
Yeah, and give him some protection on that line, and give him give Tyler a chance to throw. He does have an outstanding arm, Gary. I like his I like his arm. He can throw the football.
Yeah, well, I think this could be a close game, not just a game to take for granted as the last game of the season. I think it could be a 21-17 game, something that close. They seem to be matched very well against the common opponents. We're going to have to find out who wants it more tonight.
Yes, and hopefully I'll take that close game, Gary. I'd be thrilled to death to be to see a close football game here tonight. So. And we are going to be back with more of our pregame show on the Antrim Insurance pregame show right after these messages on the F&M Trust, the Sports Network on midpenbroadcasting.com, the sportspage.blog, and GameTimePA.com.
Everybody likes having more room. That's why F&M Trust designed the home equity loan and line of credit with features you'll love, including a great low rate. So add more room in your budget and your life with F&M Trust. Apply today at fmtrustonline.com. Equal housing lender.
Melly Fox Bowl rocks the late night away every Friday and Saturday from 10 to 12:30. It's the fun and excitement of laser bowling with music geared toward the younger generation. Everyone is welcome. Sundays at Nellie Fox Bowl from 12 to 4:30. Bowl for just $10 per lane with up to 6 people per lane. Nellie Fox Bowl, 3857 Molly Pitcher Highway South, Chambersburg. Open Monday through Thursday, 9 to 9. Friday and Saturday, 9 to 12:30. And Sunday, 12:30 to 10.
Great outdoors, great history, great entertainment, great relaxation. Your great moments are waiting in Franklin County. Let the Franklin County Visitors Bureau help you plan your visit to the beautiful Cumberland Valley. Visit explorefranklincountypa.com or call 717-552-2977 or toll free 866-646-8060.
Most of us would agree that getting your education is important. Most of us would also agree that finding a way to pay for it can be difficult. The United States Air Force can help. We'll help get your education with up to 100% tuition assistance. You can also earn an associate's degree through the Community College of the Air Force. For more information, call 1-800-423-USAF or visit www.airforce.com. This message is brought to you by Technical Sergeant Kevin Patrick and the United States Air Force, and Mid-Penn Broadcasting.
You can reach Tech Sergeant Patrick locally at 717-480-7254.
You can count on Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle for all your heating and cooling needs. Same-day service, free estimates, 24-hour emergency services, and free second opinions. Phone 717-597-9900 or visit us online at premierhvacpa.com. Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle, your local heating and air conditioning professionals.
Green Village Family Restaurant is a proud supporter of the Chambersburg Trojans. Green Village Family Restaurant is open 7 days a week. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, homemade soups, and daily specials. Banquet rooms are available. Book your party for the holiday season. Green Village Family Restaurant, 5440 Philadelphia Avenue, Chambersburg, proudly supporting the Chambersburg Trojans.
Buddy, you're a boy, make a big noise, playing in the street, gonna be a big man someday. You got mud on your face, you big disgrace.
Tonight's pregame show has been brought to you by Antrim Insurance, your local Erie insurance agent, serving Greencastle, Waynesboro, Chambersburg, Mercersburg, and surrounding Pennsylvania and Maryland communities. We are just a few minutes away from kickoff tonight here in Chambersburg as the Trojans getting set to take on the Carlisle Thundering Herd. And I think in the history of this Chambersburg program, these two teams have met more than any other. There's over 100 times, Gary.
It has a long history, yes. Carlisle, weren't they famous for Jim Thorpe also?
Yes, they were famous for Jim Thorpe.
But he went to a different school, Chambersburg. Was it the Carlisle Indian School?
Indian, yeah.
If I recall.
Yeah. Well, and Carlisle, yes, and Carlisle famous for their prowess on the basketball court.
Oh, yes.
One time, Billy Owens and Jeff Lebo and
Dave Lebo leading that team for many years as coach. Yes. Oh, yes, they've sent people to pros, and also football. Wasn't one of the Carlisle linebackers on the Eagles team? Went to Westchester, I believe, and then to the Eagles.
Yes, I believe. Yes.
It evades me right now. Hey, well, our pregame there, with the Chambersburg ROTC presented the flag and the colors, and the band played a very nice version of the national anthem. Both teams came out. Carlisle threw a breakaway, and Chambersburg threw their famous tunnel, the Trojan tunnel there, being hauled off the field right now. They also use, I guess, a fire extinguisher or something else to create the smoke effect. Crowd on the opposite side of the field, it looks like it's filling up between the 35s in the stadium there. The lower level's quite full. So both teams ready to play. We have do we have the captains on the field there waiting for the coin toss? Let's see what the results are, Gary.
Yes, they're making the flip right now as the referee talking to the captains.
Heads I win, tails you lose?
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, no, we can't do that one.
Yeah. Yeah, there may be a problem with that one. Huh? Okay. We should get the flip here momentarily.
Chambersburg in the dark blue jerseys, white numbers. Carlisle, white jerseys and pants with the green numbers.
And there is the flip. And let's see, it looks like Chambersburg has won the toss. Okay, I believe Chambersburg. Yes. And they have elected to go on offense. They are going to receive the ball first. And
in the old days, we used to ask, what's the word? Beat the herd.
What? There you go.
Yes.
That's it.
That's from the 1960s and 70s, yes. So Chambersburg will have the ball first. Let's see if they can put a good offensive drive on the field and put some points on the board.
Caleb Richwine will be kicking it away for Carlisle tonight. As
number 4 on your dance card and in your program.
Yeah.
Richwine, yeah.
And the Trojans hope to get off to that early lead. If they could grab the football first here tonight, we'll find out here in just a few moments. And these are really similar programs, Carlisle and Chambersburg. And, they face, pretty much the same challenge, and they have for years, at least in recent years, of competing in football in the Mid-Penn Commonwealth.
Now they need to be in the league because there's so many sports that the Chambersburg High School supports that they need their vast array of common opponents. Each year in, year out. So you can't be an independent these days. It's very difficult.
It is very difficult indeed. And that's a kick, and a good kick that's going to go into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 20-yard line. That's where the Trojans will set up shop. 1st and 10 from their own 20. And the Trojans will be going left to right across your computer screen tonight.
Now, what do you think about their no-huddle offense they've been using for several years, Gary?
Yeah, they have been using it, it's a little hard to they haven't been winning with it. We know that, but it's a system. I think it's a good one. It will eventually pay dividends. And there is the handoff, and getting knocked back all the way about the 15-yard line. And that is number 59 for the Jader McCleary with the stop for Carlisle.
2nd and 13 for Chambersburg. Quickly up to the line. Collier in shotgun position.
And the one back behind Collier. And Chambersburg uses most of that clock. And back Collier is going to the air. He has it up, and he has it incomplete. as the ball was intended there for number 33 of the Trojans, Clay Myers, Devin Carlisle, excuse me, number 83, Devin Carlisle.
You have to go with the...
And it is third down and 12 yards to go. And an obvious passing situation for Tyler Collier. And he gets the low snap and now puts it in the air. And again, the pass is incomplete, as that was intended for Tucker Heckman. And right away, the Trojans are 3 and out. And they broke it up by Raj Parcorpio. So the Trojans, Nazir Taylor, back to punt it away. Carlisle with a lone receiver back at the 45. And here is the kick. It is coming, going to be fielded by the Thundering Herd at midfield. And getting knocked down at about the 45-yard line is Gavin Barnes.
Good kick. And Barnes tried to backtrack, make a spin, and pick up other yardage, but it was not to be held.
But Carlisle with excellent field position to start their first drive of the night here, with 11:10 remaining to be played here in the first quarter. Chambersburg 3 and out on their first series.
Now we have Barnes, number 3. I guess he's under center. I can't pick up the number.
Yeah,
there,
it is Gavin Barnes. Now Barnes comes around in the backfield, and they pitch it back to him and overthrow it. And now Barnes is scrambling, breaks another tackle, still another tackle, and is finally brought down at the 36-yard line. So a huge loss for Carlisle, a loss of 11 yards on the play.
57, I guess, on the tackle for Chambersburg.
And 57.
No, that can't be 57. But anyway, it looked to be they were trying to set up maybe a halfback option. But when the quarterback pitched the ball, he pitched the ball. It went wide and far.
So it's Barnes under center. Again, for Carlisle, motion comes to the right, fumbled snap, and the Trojans are right there, but Barnes fell right on it. And it will be a third down and 19. And there for the stop was Wade Stickle for the Trojans.
Yeah, they're not using one of those slippery footballs tonight, are they?
Well, it appeared like it was on that play, Gary.
That's 2 in a row there. This could be fortuitous for Chambersburg if Carlisle keeps dropping the ball. Now Carlisle has 2 receivers out to the right, 1 to the left.
Obvious passing situation for the Thundering Herd. The Trojans have a shot right here to stop the Herd on third down and 19. Barnes is back. He scrambles, running through some Trojans, but he is going to still escape again. This guy has some moves. He's still on his feet. Unbelievable. But he's been running the wrong way, and now he's finally brought down all the way back at the 35-yard line. Been a lot longer run than that.
He's running east-west.
Yeah. He sure was. And finally there for the stop for the Trojans was Alex Lipinski. And it's going to be a punting situation, 4th down and 19 yards to go. For the Thundering Herd, a good defensive series for the Trojans. And the kick is coming. It takes a bounce, takes a Herd roll, and is going to be downed at the 30-yard line by Carlisle. And that's where the Trojans will set up shop. 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. 8:37 the time remaining on the scoreboard clock in the first quarter. Gary Klein along with Gary Lang, thanks for joining us tonight for Chambersburg Trojans football.
One of the officials indicated that that ball was almost blocked. It was touched. I saw the foul ball signal in baseball. He gave that signal as one of the Chambersburg rushers almost had that block.
And this is Collier standing back at the 30. Keyshawn Jones in the backfield for Chambersburg. He fakes the handoff. He goes to the air, and the pass is dropped. Incomplete.
Neither team making much progress so far, but hey, maybe they're just shaking off some of the cobwebs here, and hopefully we'll see some offensive production from mostly the Trojans tonight.
Coda Heckman was the intended receiver for Chambersburg. And this is Collier.
3 down linemen for Carlisle.
And Collier's going to run it himself, and he'll get a few yards on the play up to about the 37-yard line. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
3rd and about 8.
And the stop for Carlisle came from number 52, Jeremiah Carruthers. So it is 3rd and 8. Both teams 3 and out on their first series tonight. And this is Collier, and he throws it, and that pass is incomplete, overthrown. And it's going to be against Chambersburg.
It looked like they're calling an illegal procedure against Chambersburg, but that doesn't make sense.
No. And here's the kick that is up, and the kick is good. So it is Caleb Richwin with the 3 points for Carlisle. And there's a break in the action with the score, Carlisle 3, Chambersburg nothing, on the F&M Trust Sports Network on midpennbroadcasting.com, GameTimePA.com, and the sportspage.blog. Athletics in downtown Waynesboro. Outfit your team with uniforms, warm-ups, hats, spirit wear, and more. Olympian Athletics offers all types of clothing and accessories, from traditional to fashion to uniforms and workwear. We do screen printing, embroidery, and digital design, individual and team trophies for any event. Olympian Athletics, 55 West Main Street in downtown Waynesboro, open Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 5.
MidpennBroadcasting.com.
Welcome back, everyone. Trojan Stadium, the Thundering Herd with a 3-0 lead here with 5:17 to go. The Trojans will start from their 15-yard line.
That was a high, long kickoff by the Carlisle place kicker. Enabled the Carlisle to get downfield, make the tackle there about the 15-yard line.
And Collier with a ball carrier. He's out to about the 15-yard line, and before he stopped there by Ben Nix. So Nix with the stop at the 15.
It looks like Chambersburg has 3 receivers split to the right side.
Collier standing alone now. He's back. He's rolling to his right. He has it up. He has it complete up to the 40-yard line. And that's Seth Browse on the receiving end for Chambersburg. And he was brought down there by Carlisle's, the Thundering Herds, number 3, and that's Gavin Barnes.
Nice sprint out by quarterback Collier. It enabled them to see the field easily, and they picked the wide open receiver.
So to be a 1st down and 10 yards to go, 1st and 10. As Collier is standing back on about the 36. He hands it off. Now they give it back to Collier, and the pass is incomplete. It went to Jones, and on the option, got it back to Collier. And a pass incomplete. He intended it for Devin Carlisle. And had he been able to complete that, Carlisle had a lot of room there, Gary.
Known as the flea flicker. We haven't seen that in a long time, but it developed very quickly. Receiver is open, but just overthrown by about 2 yards. Second and 10, Chambersburg. Option.
And this is Collier running out to his left, and Collier is up to about the 46-yard line. And he is stopped there by Jeremiah Carruthers.
Showed good speed on that play, sprinting out to the left and decided to keep it himself. And with a head of steam, he picked up 7 yards on that. Brings up a third and about 2 or third and about 3 for Chambersburg.
So the Trojans going to work here, 3rd down and 3. Need a first down here to keep possession of the football in the first quarter. And there's Collier, and he has the pass off. He's got it complete. It should be, the forward progress should be enough for the first down. Seth Browse on the reception. Gavin Barnes with the stop for Carlisle. It is first down for the Trojans. So a couple of first downs on this drive, and the Trojans are on the move with 3:03 remaining to be played in the first quarter here at Trojan Stadium tonight. And Chambersburg leads or trails in this one by a score of 3-0.
What I liked about that play, Gary, was the receiver made sure he had first down coverage before he broke off and made the reception. Nice play by the receiver.
And Keyshawn Jones with the carry. And it was number...
was that Ben Nix or Stevie Nix, number 6?
I haven't seen Stevie Nix in the house tonight, so it must have been Ben, Gary. Second down at 11, a loss of a yard on the play. And there is the handoff, and still on his feet up to the 45-yard line. Gained a couple of yards.
The stop was by 21, Raj Porcopio.
Yeah. And the ball now inside the 45, and it'll be a third down.
Nice drive by the Trojan ball carrier in that play. He just kept chugging away and picked up about 5 on the play.
And the clock running down in the first quarter to 2 minutes and 9 seconds to go, 2:09. And this is quarterback Collier back rolling to his right. The pass is up, and it is incomplete. And the intended receiver for the Trojans, number 11, and that is Keaton Morris. And
again, he had enough yardage for the play, but the ball was just too low. It was in the dirt.
And the Trojans are going to punt it away. Nazir Taylor. And to punt the football for Chambersburg. And that's Gavin Barnes. He does it all, Gary.
He's been on the field the entire game.
And here's the snap and the Taylor kick. And Barnes is there. He signals a fair catch. And he makes that catch at about the 14-yard line.
36-yard kick, no return. A high hanging punt, and Chambersburg had great coverage on that play. First and 10, Carlisle, minute 47 left in the first quarter.
And the Trojans trail it by a score of 3-0. Well, far cry from last week. At this time, it was 35-0.
Yes. Chambersburg's playing very well tonight.
They need, we hope they'll play 4 quarters of football, something they have not been able to do. I think it'll make all the difference if you play. And there's the handoff, and it gets up to maybe the 15-yard line. And
carried by number 25, Tristan Sulich.
And the stop by Chambersburg coming from Steve Outgare. And this is the handoff and getting some quick yards, but being brought down at the 20-yard line. And that was... And it'll be a third down, 2 yards to go inside a minute at 53 seconds.
Senior night here at Trojan Stadium.
And the handoff and breaking through for some yards and getting up to the 30-yard line for first down yardage.
That'd be the quarterback, Gavin Barnes.
Barnes faked the handoff, kept it himself. He gets the Thundering Herd a first down with 25 seconds remaining to be played here in the first half of play. 3-0 is the lead for the Carlisle Thundering Herd. And again, we'll get the handoff and getting some yardage up to the 34. Who the carrier was there.
Brock Harmon, number 67, on the tackle for Chambersburg. That's going to be the end of the first quarter with Chambersburg trailing Carlisle by a 3-0 score.
This is the F&M Trust, the sports network on MidPennBroadcasting.com, GameTimePA.com, and the sportspage.blog. Great outdoors, great history, great entertainment, great relaxation. Your great moments are waiting in Franklin County. Let the Franklin County Visitors Bureau help you plan your visit to the beautiful Cumberland Valley. Visit explorefranklincountypa.com or call 717-552-2977 or toll free 866-646-8060.
Football fans love two things: supporting their team and the Ford F-150 at Keystone Ford. Eagles fans love its best-in-class payload. Baltimore Raven fans like the F-150's efficiency with best-in-class gas mileage. And Washington fans, well, they love the Keystone Ford price. Steelers fans like defense and the F-150's 5-star crash test rating. Regardless of your team, we've got your truck. We're Keystone Ford, a dealer for you, the people.
And on the first play from scrimmage, Barnes with the carry gets it up to the 44. 10-13 remaining first quarter. Big Spring up 7-0 on Shippensburg. 7:20 to go first quarter. Twin Valley leads Greencastle by a score of 7-0. And here in Chambersburg, it is 3-0. The Thundering Herd, the handoff and coming around the left side and getting knocked out of bounds, but a first down. That was number 21, Raj Corpio.
Some great ball handling by Carlisle on that play.
It sure was, yeah.
I thought we had the ball carrier stopped up the middle, but it wasn't the ball carrier at all. It was just the fake handoff.
And here's motion coming to the right, and the penalty flags fall. So now it'll be a 1st and 15.
Let's see if we can contain that quarterback. Looks like the same play as designed before.
And Barnes throws it. The pass is tipped, and it is incomplete. And it looks like it was intended for Curtis Ravenel.
It was tipped there, and I thought Trojans had a chance to intercept, but it wasn't up in the air long enough to allow a Trojan defender to pick it off. 11-11 left in the second quarter.
And the Thundering Herd still facing a second down and 15 yards to go. With Barnes, the quarterback, it's play action. Barnes now, he flips it all and running up to the 40-yard line and very close to first down yardage for Carlisle. It was number 6 for the Thundering Herd, Ben Nix.
That was a well-designed play, and he tossed it on that pitch option at the last moment, and the trailer picked up big yardage. He was fast. We got 2 herdsmen split to the left, empty backfield.
And here's Barnes. He'll keep it himself, and he looks like he's down, but he keeps going. He's up to about the 43-yard line.
Stickle on the tackle, number 64, Wade Stickle.
So it'll be a second down and 10 yards to go. Second and 10.
I believe it was Stickle's dad, Jeff Stickle, in the 1979 Trojan team. Now, that's been a while.
Been a few years ago, huh?
Yes, but he was a big defensive lineman and possibly tight end.
Although it doesn't seem that long ago, Gary. And here's the Barnes throw. He's got it complete. And getting knocked out of bounds over along the sideline.
81.
And the receiver was number 81, Joe Mastrangelo. Mastrangelo, number 81.
He's our leading receiver, and the first we've called his name done at, I believe.
And quarterback very quickly back, and he throws. It is incomplete, intended for Curtis Ravenel in the end zone. And that'll be a second and 10. Carlisle on the move. They lead in this one 3-0. 9:36 to play here in the second quarter at Trojan Stadium.
They have 2 split to the right again.
And again, the handoff and up to the 15-yard line. They handed it off to Keyshawn Trinidad. And the stop was made by number 83, Devin Carball.
Brings up a 3rd and 10? Is that what we have on the scoreboard there?
Yeah.
No, it's less. Looks like it should be less than that. 3rd and 5, they changed that.
Third down, 5 yards to go. And here's Barnes rolling again. He has it off. He's got it completed in the end zone for a touchdown. And the touchdown was by number 41, Jeremy Adams. So Barnes to Adams for the touchdown. And Carlisle takes the lead by a score of 9-0. And we'll try to add point number 10 right here. And the kick is blocked by the Trojans, so it will remain 9-0 Carlisle on the F&M Trust, the sports network on midpennbroadcasting.com, GameTimePA.com, and the sportspage.blog.
You can count on Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle for all your heating and cooling needs. Same-day service, free estimates, 24-hour emergency services, and free second opinions. Phone 717-597-9900 or visit us online at premierhvacpa.com. Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle, your local heating and air conditioning professionals.
Thundering Herd has moved out in front of the Trojans by a score of 9-0 on that touchdown pass from Barnes. And it is 9-0 Carlisle.
Still a close game. Plenty of time left in this first half. 8:55 left in the first half.
Sure is, and this would be big for the Trojans to come up with a score here. And there is the kick that goes into the end zone. So the ball will come out to the 20-yard line. That's where the Trojans will go to work. First and 10 from their own 20.
That's a second touchback. Rich Wynn has kicked there. Now he kicked that 65 yards in the air. No chance for return. First and 10, Chambersburg.
So Collier will go to work for the Trojans at the 20-yard line. First down and 10 yards to go. That's Collier standing back at the 15. I think it's Jones and Myers in the backfield for Chambersburg. And Collier's pass is off. He has it completed. And it's going to be knocked out of bounds at about the 23-yard line.
Defended by, who else would defend for Carlisle?
But Gavin Barnes.
Okay, Barnes on the play.
And I think the reception there, was that Spencer Sherman for Chambersburg, 81? So it will be a second down and 6 yards to go, second and 6.
I thought he may have had a couple more yards forward progress, but he got spun back by Barnes.
And there comes the fake handoff, and Collier now will throw it out, but he's not going to get much of anything there as he made the toss to number 89, Carmen Pompelli, and stopped by number 2.
Yes.
Cole, number 1, Kurt Ravenel. Third down and 6. Trojans need a first down here to keep this drive alive. Carlisle has just scored. They lead it by a score of 9-0. And the Trojans are faced with a 3rd and 6 at their own 24. Collier drops back. He's in trouble, and he is going to be knocked down at the 16-yard line as a rush of the thundering herd. It looks like number 56 for Carlisle.
One of the Carlisle linebackers.
Yeah, okay. We'll say Jaden Motter. And there may have been some number changes there also. And a high snap, and still getting it off. Taylor did a great job with this. And the fair catch signaled for him, but bobbled at the 42-yard line.
That was a high snap to Taylor. He pulled it down and managed to get a sort of a sideways punt off, and still got some distance on it. A penalty on Carlisle. Let's see what the signal is. Roughing the kicker.
That may be a first down for Chambersburg. I believe that's automatic in high school.
Well, it's a first down tonight. 15 yards, or is it an automatic? I don't know. It's probably a 15.
So it is a 15-yard penalty, a huge break for the Chambersburg Trojans. On the roughing the kicker. And the Trojans have new life if they can take advantage of it here. The pass from Collier is out, and it is complete. That's Seth Browse. He is broken loose into thundering herd territory at the 49-yard line. And the stop was made by Braden Keller.
Nice screen pass near the sideline. First, Chambersburg receiver provided some blocking for our second Chambersburg receiver.
Yeah, Seth Browse on the receiving end for Chambersburg.
Big 6'7" Tyler Collier at control here at quarterback.
And this is Collier, and he fakes the handoff, and he throws it out to Browse, but he can't hang on to it.
It only bounced once, though, Gary.
Yeah, that's...
That was almost a lateral pass because they were both about the same yard line, but official called it an incomplete pass.
And that first reception, see on the replay, it was Devin Carlisle, number 83 for Chambersburg. The big pass play. And Collier is back and still drifting back. He has it off. He's got it complete at midfield to the 45, to the 40, to the 35, to the 30, to the 20, and finally brought down inside the 20-yard line. I believe that was number 21 for the Trojans, Tucker Heckman.
Well, anyway, nicely set up screen. Chambersburg, they drew the Carlisle lineman in close to the quarterback, and just a nice touch pass over top of the lineman, and a big play resulted.
And a big gainer for the Chambersburg Trojans.
They are in the red zone.
And here is Collier with the handoff and getting some running room and headed into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans! The Chambersburg Trojans with a touchdown. That was Keyshawn Jones, and from 18 yards out. And the Trojans have cut the lead to 9-6 on the Jones touchdown.
.541 left in the second quarter. And the always dependable Taylor.
And he'll try to make it 9-7 and add that extra point. Snap, kick is down. Taylor's kick is up. It is good. And there is a break in the action with the score. Carlisle 9, Chambersburg 7 on the F&M Trust, the sports network on midpenbroadcasting.com, GameTimePA.com, and the sportspage.blog.
Everybody likes having more room. Sometimes it's your living space at home, but sometimes it could be finding more room in your budget. That's why F&M Trust offers the home equity loan and the home equity line of credit. The loan helps with home improvements, and the line of credit adds in more flexibility for future purchases. Either home equity choice will help with consolidating bills, too. Right now, F&M Trust has great low home equity rates, so you can add more room just the way you like. Learn more at fmtrustonline.com. Equal housing lender.
Well, the Trojans have cut it to 2 on the run by Jones. 5:41 to go in the second quarter. And here comes the kick from Chambersburg. And Taylor's kick is off. It's a good one, taken inside the 10-yard line by the Thundering Herd. And now finally getting knocked down up around the 21-yard line. I believe that was number 3. Of course it was, Gavin Barnes. And then the stop for the Trojans there was number 10, Tyree Durant. So here come the Carlisle Thundering Herd, and whistles and flags fly, and I believe there was some illegal motion on Carlisle's part there.
Not too many flags tonight, Gary. It's a penalty, basically a penalty-free game. However, Chambersburg was aided by that roughing the kicker to keep their drive alive, and ultimately led to the touchdown score.
And that is yes. After they had new life, they turned it into points. That's what you have to do, capitalize on the penalties and mistakes. And now motion coming to the right for the Thundering Herd, and this is Barnes. He tries to find a hole around the left side, and he is going to be knocked down at the 25-yard line.
Now, can he evade tackles, or can he evade tackles?
And it was Stephen Swain. Boy, can he evade tackles, Gary. You think you have him, and all at once he's on the other, running the other way, and he's quick. He's hard to bring down. He started the year a wide receiver and got moved to the quarterback position. Empty backfield, flags on the play. And again, I think this is Carlisle with the motion in the backfield.
Yes. Barnes was kind of frustrated that the flag was thrown there. He was waiting for that play to develop, but looks like a 5-yard penalty against Carlisle. And it'd be second and long. Second and about 13 for Carlisle.
With 4:53 to go to halftime, the Thundering Herd lead it by a score of 9-7. And this is Barnes standing back at the 14-yard line. Now motion going to the left for Carlisle. Barnes is back. He's going to keep it himself. He's to the 30. Has a hold of the 35 to the 40. He refuses to come down. And finally, a couple of Trojans drag Barnes down at the 48.
27 yards on the play.
And it was Alex Lipinski and Nick Coriel.
First and 10 Carlisle.
For Chambersburg. But again, he carried those Trojan defenders with him.
The pass play was designed to be to the left, but he saw that wide open area on the right side of the field and said, that's mine.
And now this time they get Barnes at the 50-yard line. Devin Carball along with Wade Stickle on the tackle for the Chambersburg Trojans. It's second down, 8 yards to go for the Thundering Herd.
Carlisle also in the no-huddle offense, and the coaches waving their arms, and what are they putting in their ear? Oh, I can't see that. But anyway, different signals for the Carlisle team.
And this is Barnes back, rolling left. He has it off. He has it incomplete. It's going to bring up a third down and 8 yards to go, 3rd and 8.
That's somewhat difficult for the right-handed quarterback to roll to the left.
Clay Myers broke that up for Chambersburg. Third and 8.
Carlisle getting the play from the bench. There's 15 seconds left on the play clock. 10, 9, 8.
And this is Barnes, and he's back. He throws it off, and he has it complete. And breaking a tackle and finally being brought down at the 20-yard line is Kurt Ravenel. Seth Browse was finally able to get him, but boy, he showed his speed there, Gary.
Yes, he did. Carlisle on the Trojan 21 with about 3 minutes left in the half.
So it'll be 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line of the Trojans. And there is breaking loose and all the way down near the goal line for Carlisle. I believe that was 21.
Carlisle showing some speed tonight with their running game.
Raj Corpio, the ball carrier for Carlisle.
We have a timeout on the play. Timeout
so it is
Chambersburg.
timeout with 2:50 to go. Carlisle is knocking on the door. They lead the Trojans 9-7 on the F&M Trust, the sports network on MidPennBroadcasting.com.
Fans love two things: supporting their team and the Ford F-150 at Keystone Ford. Eagles fans love its best-in-class payload. Baltimore Raven fans like the F-150's efficiency with best-in-class gas mileage. And Washington fans, well, they love the Keystone Ford price. Steelers fans like defense and the F-150's 5-star crash test rating. Regardless of your team, we've got your truck. We're Keystone Ford, a dealer for you, the people.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Trojans trying to make a stop here. 2:50 to go. Carlisle with the ball first and goal at the 3-yard line. And this is a handoff. And is it into the end zone? Yes, it is. Touchdown, Carlisle. And see who the ball carrier for Carlisle was.
Was it number 35, possibly?
Yeah, so that would be Owen Hacker, who scores for the touchdown.
3-yard run.
And it gives the Thundering Herd right now a 15-7 lead over Chambersburg. 15-7, the Thundering Herd lead. And we'll get the extra point kick on the way. And that kick is good from Caleb Richwine. And Carlisle makes it a 2-score ball game with 2:45 to go in the first half. Carlisle 16, Chambersburg 7 on the F&M Trust, the sports network on MidPennBroadcasting.com.
Martin Incorporated, a full-service advertising agency, has been serving the tri-state area for 35 years. We specialize in screen printing and embroidered clothing. Del Martin Incorporated supplies a full range of brand-name uniforms for athletic, work, and medical applications, and a full line of advertising essentials. We have an in-house artist ready to put your ideas to work for you. T-shirts for schools, clubs, churches, and events. Del Martin Incorporated, 21 Sarah Susan Lane, Greencastle. Phone 717-597-5751 or online at delprint.com.
Streaming live with over 70 local sporting events a year, this is MidPennBroadcasting.com.
And here comes the kick to the Chambersburg Trojans. And they are going to take over the football as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. So Trojans 1st and 10 from their own 20. Plenty of time to work with. 2:45 here in the first half. And Chambersburg would love to get on the board again and cut that Carlisle lead, which is now at 9 points. This is Collier dropping back. He's going to keep it himself. He has some room. And Collier is up close to first down yardage. And if he does, and he does have it over the 30-yard line, Tyler Collier with a first down. And it looks like he was stopped there by Dylan White, number 50.
You see who's playing deep center field for Carlisle's free safety.
And that would have to be Barnes?
That would be Barnes, yes.
Barnes is a one-man wrecking crew for the Thundering Herd.
Now, one thing I hadn't anticipated tonight was the speed of Carlisle. They are a very fast team.
And here's Collier. He looks, and now he goes, and he's going deep, and the pass is incomplete.
We had some tangled legs there, but no flag on the play.
Yeah, it was questionable, was looking for it. He intended it for Keyshawn Jones, and also Alex Lipinski was down there also for Chambersburg.
Collier showed a big arm on that play, but well, not only just overthrown, but there was a tangle of the legs that also prevented the completion.
But according to the officials, nothing happened.
Incidental contact.
Yeah. And Collier dropping back, and he throws, and he throws this one badly.
That was too tall.
And that'll be a 3rd down and 10. Big play here for Chambersburg. You don't want to give the ball back to Carlisle right now. They're going to get the second half opening kickoff. I mean, you could lose control of this game in the next couple of series.
Yes, we've got to try to get that first down.
It is a 16-7 ball game. And this is Collier dropping back. He throws it, and I believe it is incomplete, as he intended it over there for number 84, Stephen Swain.
That would have been first down yardage. It was past the marker, but it fell incomplete.
Yeah, he was right down there at the Carlisle bench, and when the Carlisle coach started clapping, we knew it was incomplete. And this would be Barnes deep for Carlisle, back at the 35-yard line. And here comes the kick from Nazir Taylor. And it's taken by Barnes over his shoulder. He's to the 30, to the 35, to the 40, and is finally tripped up over the 45-yard line. And you'll see Barnes look like a center fielder going back, making it over the shoulder catch on that.
Yeah, and the final 5 yards of his return there, he just wanted it. He just scrambled. He went over top of Trojans to get those last several yards. 1st and 10, Carlisle on about the 47-yard line. So they're quite a ways away, but they only have 1:42 to work with.
But they have good field position. And are we getting a penalty marched off here against the Trojans? This is a big one. A 15-yarder.
20 yards, 25. No, where's the ball? Oh, no,
the ball
okay.
was at the 47.
It looked like the one official was marking it off, but he was just marching down the field.
So now it's in Trojan territory at the 38-yard line.
I did not see what the call was. Maybe it was unsportsmanlike conduct after the tackle or something. Yeah,
that would be what it was, a 15-yarder. And this is Barnes back. Barnes being chased. He puts the ball up. He throws a touchdown. Carlisle, just like that. Carlisle with a touchdown to Raj Porcorpio, and was defended by Devin Carball.
38 yards on the play.
So quickly, Carlisle strikes, and there we are. All at once, a 2-point game. Right now is a 15-point game, and an extra point away from being 16. As we get that extra point attempt from the Thundering Herd, it is good. And now with 1:35 to go, first half, Carlisle 22, Chambersburg 7. On the F&M Trust, the Sports Network, on midpenbroadcasting.com, GameTimePA.com, and the SportsPage.blog.
To sell, but don't want to buy a new one? What are you going to do? A newspaper ad, Craigslist, or the old sign in the windshield? You will get to talk to some really interesting people, but the odds of you selling your car aren't really good. But you can bring it to Keystone Ford, and here's my promise to you. We'll appraise your car with no obligation and make you an offer. If you accept the offer, you'll get your check that day. Now, how easy was that? We're Keystone Ford, fast, fair, and friendly.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
And the Thundering Herd are right now opening up some daylight as they lead this one by 16 at 23-7. 23-7.
2 late touchdowns here for Carlisle in the second quarter.
And now the Trojans with the ball back, and yes, the Trojans need a score before the half. The booming kick goes into the end zone, back where the Thundering Herd band is awaiting to perform at halftime. So plenty of time for the Trojans, and they'll start at 1st and 10. From their own 20-yard line, as Caleb Richwine again gets it into the end zone for Carlisle.
He's got a big leg there. That's a third touchback. He's boomed in the end zone.
Yes, he is. Great kicker for Carlisle. And this is Collier. And he hands the football off as Keyshawn Jones spins his way. But he is only going to get a yard or two on the play. And it looks like a timeout was called by Carlisle. That was stopped there by number 44, Keller, and number 52, Carruthers, for the Carlisle Thundering Herd. And there is indeed a timeout called by Carlisle with 1:24 to go first half. Thundering Herd 22, Chambersburg 7 on the F&M Trust Sports Network on MidPennBroadcasting.com. Green Village Family Restaurant is a proud supporter of the Chambersburg Trojans. Green Village Family Restaurant is open 7 days a week. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, homemade soups, and daily specials. Banquet rooms are available. Book your party for the holiday season. Green Village Family Restaurant, 5440 Philadelphia Avenue, Chambersburg, proudly supporting the Chambersburg Trojans. Here come the Trojans, second down, 7 yards to go. And Collier will hand the football off and getting some open field and getting up to about the 40-yard line for Chambersburg. That is Keyshawn Jones.
Nice blocking at the line, and he burst through, and with speed, he got up over the 40. Big gain for Chambersburg.
And Brandon Keller finally brought him down after a nice gain. 1:18 on the clock. Chambersburg first down. They trail in this one by a score of 23-7. And Collier drops back. And now he's going to roll to his right. And looking for a receiver and just throws it away on the sideline at Carlisle.
Closest player to catch that would have been Noah Cager, but he was on the Carlisle team and on the bench. Oh, are they calling intentional grounding Chambersburg?
Yes. And there was the flag in the backfield, and that is a big one.
Now, in the NFL, if you're outside the pocket and you throw it past the line of scrimmage, it's an incomplete pass, but not in high school football.
And there was no one in the vicinity of that pass by Collier. So we got to go. Trojans have to go to the Thundering Herd 49. So it's second down and 33 yards to go for the Chambersburg Trojans. And the fake handoff, and there's a pass out to the right side. And going up the sideline and getting knocked out at about the 35-yard line for Chambersburg is Seth Browse. And the stop there by David, that's by David Peely. Got 16 on the back. It's 3rd and 17, 4:18 on the clock. And there is the pass to Browse, and he can't hang on to it at the 30-yard line. So it'll be a 4th down for the Trojans with 38 seconds to go. Not only do the Trojans have to surrender the football, they did not eat up enough of clock, and they have to give Carlisle the football back with the score 23-7, the Thundering Herd. With the lead, and you can believe the Thundering Herd will try to take advantage and put some more points on the board. They've had a rough go of it like Chambersburg in this Mid-Penn Commonwealth.
Yeah, it looks as if there's a timeout on the field.
So yeah, I believe Chambersburg has called time and will take time as the score 23-7 Carlisle on the F&M Trust, the sports network on midpenbroadcasting.com.
Nelly Fox Bowl rocks the late night away every Friday and Saturday from 10 to 12:30. It's the fun and excitement of laser bowling with music geared toward the younger generation. Everyone is welcome. Sundays at Nelly Fox Bowl from 12 to 4:30. Bowl for just $10 per lane with up to 6 people per lane. Nelly Fox Bowl, 3857 Molly Pitcher Highway South, Chambersburg. Open Monday through Thursday, 9 to 9. Friday and Saturday, 9 to 12:30. And Sunday, 12:30 to 10.
MidpenBroadcasting.com.
Oh, there is the snap over the head of the Chambersburg punter. And he'll keep it himself and now punts it away from the 20-yard line. And it takes a bounce and is going to be down at about the 44.
Kind of an interesting play there, Gary.
It was an interesting play. It went over the punter, Taylor. But he actually recovered from that. It looked like it could be a disaster, Gary.
He recovered it picked it up near the goal line. And one Carlisle defender was chasing him eventually, but he got it away and got a reasonable kickoff. And let's see what develops here. 22 seconds left in the first half. Chambersburg's defense is ready. Carlisle is taking their time.
22 seconds the clock is down to. Carlisle apparently called time.
Is the official explaining something to Carlisle?
Maybe some question on whether there was a legal kick there by Taylor, but I have no reason to believe it was not.
He was certainly well behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
Well, the herd's 56 yards away from Pater. We'll have to see what they do. Empty backfield for Carlisle.
22 seconds on the scoreboard clock as Barnes is back. He is putting it up deep, and he's got his man for a touchdown on the receiving end. That is Curtis Ravenel. And my goodness, just like that on the touchdown to Ravenel as he was there with Swain and had a step on Swain and a very quick score. First play from scrimmage down to 14 seconds. And we talked about the game getting away from the Trojans at the end of the half and beginning of the second half, but boy, Carlisle right there with that long pass.
I was looking at a 9-7 score late in the second quarter there, 5 minutes left in the second quarter, and Carlisle has put points on the board.
Well, so far they haven't put them up. Are they going to say I believe they're going to say he was out at the 1 yard line, Gary. And that is it. Originally, we had the touchdown signal.
Okay, so let that be a 55-yard completion. Okay.
And there is the handoff. Is it in this time? And it does make it. Gavin Barnes on the keeper. And Carlisle will now go up 29-7.
Barnes, a 1 yard touchdown keeper.
And here we are with the extra point attempt. And it is up. It is good. As the kick good again from Caleb Richwine. And Carlisle now moves out by a score of 30-7. And it is what was a 9-7 ball game. It seems like just a blink of an eye ago has changed dramatically with 3 touchdowns in the last, 5 minutes, 41 seconds.
My goodness. Goodness has nothing to do with it, I guess.
Yeah.
Gosh, you questioned, or I questioned whether Chambersburg should have run more time off the clock before they threw a pass there on, I guess, their second down play. They could have run off another 15, 20 seconds, but they got the play off early and incomplete, and then, gosh, they had a punt.
They've had an opportunity to run some time on the clock. Their last two possessions have not done it, and it's resulted in 2 Carlisle scores. And there is the kick, of course, going into the end zone by the Herd. And with 9.1 seconds, the Trojans need a quick strike like Carlisle right here.
It's a quiet crowd right now.
It is. 30-7.
Yeah, I haven't heard much from the cheerleaders on either side tonight to lead their teams on.
And here's Collier, and he's going to keep it, and he's going to slide at about the 30-yard line. And that will be the last play of the first half, and we go to halftime with the score. Carlisle 30, Chambersburg 7 on the F&M Trust, the Sports Network, on midpennbroadcasting.com, GameTimePA.com, and the sportspage.blog.
Everybody likes having more room. Sometimes it's your living space at home, but sometimes it could be finding more room in your budget. That's why F&M Trust offers the home equity loan and the home equity line of credit. The loan helps with home improvements, and the line of credit adds in more flexibility for future purchases. Either home equity choice will help with consolidating bills, too. Right now, F&M Trust has great low home equity rates, so you can add more room just the way you like. Learn more at fmtrustonline.com. Equal housing lender.
Hi, I'm Greg Kennedy, General Manager, Blaze Alexander Chevrolet in Greencastle. Due to record-breaking sales the past 3 months, we're bringing back cash for junkers. Push, pull, or drag it in, and you'll receive $34.50 over fair condition KBB, minus recondition. If you don't have a junker, no problem. We'll still give you $34.50 over fair condition KBB for your current vehicle. Over $17,000 off a new 2017 Silverado 1500, stock number G2403. 0% financing available in everything, including the redesigned 18 Traverse. Our used vehicle Supercenter with over 2,500 pre-owned available. Over 1,000 new Chevys available. We offer free PA state inspections for everyone. Free service loaners. Free Saturday car washes from 9 to 12. And with the credit doctors Mike and Nate, everybody drives. The lowest prices online at blazechevy.com. The price you see is the price you pay. If you don't have a Blaze Alexander logo in the back of your vehicle, you paid too much. This is why we're the area's #1 volume Chevy dealer. By taking deals the other guys won't. Blaze Alexander Chevrolet in Greencastle. Find new roads.
Se habla español.
Great outdoors, great history, great entertainment, great relaxation. Your great moments are waiting in Franklin County. Let the Franklin County Visitors Bureau help you plan your visit to the beautiful Cumberland Valley. Visit explorefranklincountypa.com or call 717-552-2977 or toll free 866-646-8060.
Greencastle Eye Care Center has been the area's premier eye care provider since 1984. Dr. Sandra Fink-Freeman and Dr. Charlie Parsons provide comprehensive eye exams, including medical eye exams and contact lens fittings for patients from age 1 to over 100. The office has a complete optical department with a wide variety of frames for adults and children. Conveniently located in the John Grove Medical Center off Exit 5 along I-81, Greencastle Eye Care Center is your family eye care provider, always accepting new patients. Call us at 717-597-7708.
Football fans love 2 things: supporting their team and the Ford F-150 at Keystone Ford. Eagles fans love its best-in-class payload. Baltimore Raven fans like the F-150's efficiency with best-in-class gas mileage. And Washington fans, well, they love the Keystone Ford price. Steelers fans like defense and the F-150's 5-star crash test rating. Regardless of your team, we've got your truck. We're Keystone Ford, a dealer for you, the people.
For comfort food for any mood, the recipe is simple. Go to Johnny's. Here's the doctor of stirring things up, Rod Hocker Dog Hocker.
It's a soup sale at Johnny's. Easy, quick, delicious soup. Just add water and cook. Over 30 varieties to choose from.
Baked potato chowder, Captain's corn chowder, chicken gumbo, harvest vegetable, Wisconsin cheese, and many more.
Each bag makes about a gallon. You can portion it, freeze it, reheat it anytime. It's easy, quick, and delicious.
How about chicken noodle, French onion, New England clam chowder, seafood gumbo, and delicious vegetable beef and barley?
You'll savor the flavors, and you'll really love the convenience. Johnny's soups are goop-proof. Soups on at Johnny's.
Johnny's, Route 11 South Chambersburg, and Johnny's Express, Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg. And check out the website, johnnysinc.com, for new recipes, videos, and coupons.
Sweet soup you can't get anywhere else but Johnny's.
Halftime show is brought to you by Antrim Insurance, your local Erie insurance agent, serving Greencastle, Waynesboro, Chambersburg, Mercersburg, and surrounding Pennsylvania and Maryland communities. Let's go first to the scoreboard from other games around the area tonight. It looks like Shippensburg ahead of Big Spring by a score. 14-7.
They were trailing early, weren't they?
They were trailing 7-0. Tim Suey to Joey Yockey for a score, and that came right into the ball game at 10-13. And then Van Cyhawk hit Adam Hauser for a score with 7:30 left in the first quarter. That tied the ball game. And then a 19-yard pass to Nick Gustafson for another Ship score, and that made it 14-7 Shippensburg after one quarter. And that's where they stand right now. Shippensburg had a touchdown called back due to a penalty in the second quarter, but it is 14-7. The Greyhounds on top tonight. And elsewhere, Greencastle trailing at halftime to Twin Valley tonight by a score of 17-0. Twin Valley with a touchdown in the first quarter, and they got another touchdown field goal in the second quarter and have a 17-0 lead on the Blue Devils. And if we have any scores from any other games, we'll try to check here and see if we could find anything.
Now, is Waynesboro playing tonight, Gary?
They are playing at Mifflin County, and that is a big game. As in fact, that is a huge game for Waynesboro. It's one they need to win. And here we have a halftime score. Waynesboro 14, Mifflin County 14.
Okay.
And that game is at the half tied at 14. Mifflin County has been playing a lot better football lately. And as we mentioned in the pregame, if Waynesboro loses, most likely they'll end up playing Harrisburg in the first round. So, yeah, that's nothing anybody relishes. And there is a big game tomorrow that takes place in Harrisburg, Cumberland Valley at Harrisburg, to close the season out tomorrow afternoon.
Two powerhouses.
It is, and it's you know, normally you would think, you know, Cumberland Valley you know, would be favored in that game, but I don't think that's the case this year. I'm not sure that the Eagles can even measure up to the Harrisburg Cougars, but it should be a great one tomorrow.
Yes.
And we will be coming back. We are at halftime here at Trojan Stadium, and we'll be coming back with more of the Antrim Insurance halftime report after these messages.
Woulda. Had an auto accident? It's common to wonder how things could have turned out differently, if only.
No regrets.
If only you had Erie Insurance. With Erie, instead of regrets, you can focus on putting your mishap behind you. With an Erie Rate Lock auto policy, your rate won't take a hit, no matter what. It stays put until you change a car, driver, or address. People who treat you fairly, legendary service, great rates. That's what it means to have seriously good insurance for your auto, home, or business. Erie Insurance. See for yourself why Erie received the J.D. Power Award for highest in customer satisfaction with the auto insurance purchase experience 3 years in a row.
Your Erie agent in Greencastle and Waynesboro is Antrim Insurance Agency. Get a quote at AntrimInspa.com.
Erie Rate Lock is not available in all states. Limited to 3 years in Virginia. Other conditions and limitations at erieinsurance.com. For J.D. Power Award information, go to jdpower.com.
Erie Insurance.
Nellie Fox Bowl rocks the late night away every Friday and Saturday from 10 to 12:30. It's the fun and excitement of laser bowling with music geared toward the younger generation. Everyone is welcome. Sundays at Nellie Fox Bowl from 12 to 4:30. Bowl for just $10 per lane with up to 6 people per lane. Nellie Fox Bowl, 3857 Molly Pitcher Highway South, Chambersburg. Open Monday through Thursday, 9 to 9. Friday and Saturday, 9 to 12:30. And Sunday, 12:30 to 10.
Let Olympian Athletics in downtown Waynesboro outfit your team with uniforms, warm-ups, hats, spirit wear, and more. Olympian Athletics offers all types of clothing and accessories, from traditional to fashion to uniforms and workwear. We do screen printing, embroidery, and digital design, individual and team trophies for any event. Olympian Athletics, 55 West Main Street in downtown Waynesboro, open Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 5.
Okay, what you got here is your basic Ford Escape. You can buy it right here. This baby doesn't mess around, and it drives the competition crazy. See this hands-free liftgate? We have it. These guys don't. Need help parking? Escape has it. Do they? No, no, no. Got jet skis or a boat? Not the Titanic. Something smaller? If it weighs more than this, these guys can't do it. That's the Ford Escape, and we're Keystone Ford. Fast, fair, and friendly.
You can count on Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle for all your heating and cooling needs. Same-day service, free estimates, 24-hour emergency services, and free second opinions. Phone 717-597-9900 or visit us online at premierhvacpa.com. Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle, your local heating and air conditioning professionals.
Most companies ask for applicants with experience, but where do you get that unless someone gives you a job? Let the U.S. Air Force help. We offer comprehensive job training in over 140 specialties, and we'll help with education costs to finish your degree. Gain unmatched experience for your untapped potential with the United States Air Force. Call 1-800-423-USAF or visit www.airforce.com. This message brought to you by Technical Sergeant Kevin Patrick of the United States Air Force and Mid-Penn Broadcasting.
You can reach Tech Sergeant Patrick locally at 717-480-7254.
For comfort food for any mood, the recipe is simple. Go to Johnny's. Here's the doctor of stirring things up, Rod Hocker Dog Hocker.
It's a soup sale at Johnny's. Easy, quick, delicious soup. Just add water and cook. Over 30 varieties to choose from.
Baked potato chowder, Captain's corn chowder, chicken gumbo, harvest vegetable, Wisconsin cheese, and many more.
Each bag makes about a gallon. You can portion it, freeze it, reheat it anytime. It's easy, quick, and delicious.
How about chicken noodle, French onion, New England clam chowder, seafood gumbo, and delicious vegetable beef and barley?
You'll savor the flavors, and you'll really love the convenience. Johnny's soups are goof-proof. Soups on at Johnny's.
Johnny's, Route 11 South Chambersburg, and Johnny's Express, Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg. And check out the website, johnnysinc.com, for new recipes, videos, and coupons.
Sweet soup you can't get anywhere else but Johnny's.
Gary Klein with Gary Lang back here at the half, and Chambersburg on the short end of a 30-7 score here at Trojan Stadium. And Carlisle scored 4 second-quarter touchdowns, including 3 in the last 3 minutes. So what was a close ball game got kind of destroyed in that last 3 minutes. Carlisle started the scoring, 5:22 to go in the first quarter, It was a 33-yard field goal from their kicker, Caleb Richwine. They led 3-0 at the end of the first quarter.
That's quite reasonable.
It is quite reasonable. You're in the ball game. It's a 3-0 game. Things are looking good. And with 8:55 to go in the first quarter, a 15-yard touchdown catch from Jeremy Adams off the arm of Gavin Barnes. And it was 9-0. Devin Carball then blocked to the extra point attempt for Chambersburg. Then at the 5:41 mark, an 18-yard touchdown run by Keyshawn Jones. The Nazir Taylor kick was good. Chambersburg cut it to 9-7, and things were looking really good right there, Gary.
5:41 left in the half, trailing just 9-7.
But
having just scored a near tying touchdown there, 9-7, I felt they were in good shape.
And then with 2:45 to go, a 3-yard touchdown run from Owen Hackey, and the extra point attempt was good for Carlisle. It was 16-7. And Procopio with a 38-yard touchdown reception made it 23-7. And that was with 1:35. Then with 9 seconds to go, Barnes a 1-yard touchdown run. And Carlisle took a 30-7 lead into the half tonight here at Chambersburg. And we will be back with second half action coming up after these messages on the F&M Trust, the sports network on MidPennBroadcasting.com.
Everybody likes having more room. Sometimes it's your living space at home, but sometimes it could be finding more room in your budget. That's why F&M Trust offers the home equity loan and the home equity line of credit. The loan helps with home improvements, and the line of credit adds in more flexibility for future purchases. Either home equity choice will help with consolidating bills, too. Right now, F&M Trust has great low home equity rates, so you can add more room just the way you like. Learn more at fmtrustonline.com. Equal housing lender.
Hi, I'm Greg Kennedy, General Manager, Blaze Alexander Chevrolet in Greencastle. Due to record-breaking sales the past 3 months, we're bringing back cash for junkers. Push, pull, or drag it in, and you'll receive $34.50 over fair condition KBB, minus recondition. If you don't have a junker, no problem. We'll still give you $34.50 over fair condition KBB for your current vehicle. Over $17,000 off a new 2017 Silverado 1500, stock number G2403. 0% financing available in everything, including the redesigned 18 Traverse. Our used vehicle Supercenter with over 2,500 pre-owned available. Over 1,000 new Chevys available. We offer free PA state inspections for everyone. Free service loaners. Free Saturday car washes from 9 to 12. And with the credit doctors Mike and Nate, everybody drives. The lowest prices online at blazechevy.com. The price you see is the price you pay. If you don't have a Blaze Alexander logo in the back of your vehicle, you paid too much. This is why we're the area's #1 volume Chevy dealer. By taking deals the other guys won't. Blaze Alexander Chevrolet in Greencastle. Find new roads.
Se habla español.
Great outdoors, great history, great entertainment, great relaxation. Your great moments are waiting in Franklin County. Let the Franklin County Visitors Bureau help you plan your visit to the beautiful Cumberland Valley. Visit explorefranklincountypa.com or call 717-552-2977 or toll free 866-646-8060.
Most of us would agree that getting your education is important. Most of us would also agree that finding a way to pay for it can be difficult. The United States Air Force can help. We'll help get your education with up to 100% tuition assistance. You can also earn an associate's degree through the Community College of the Air Force. For more information, call 1-800-423-USAF or visit www.airforce.com. This message is brought to you by Technical Sergeant Kevin Patrick and the United States Air Force and Mid-Penn Broadcasting.
You can reach Tech Sergeant Patrick locally at 717-480-7254.
Del Martin Incorporated, a full-service advertising agency, has been serving the tri-state area for 35 years. We specialize in screen printing and embroidered clothing. Del Martin Incorporated supplies a full range of brand-name uniforms for athletic, work, and medical applications, and a full line of advertising essentials. We have an in-house artist ready to put your ideas to work for you. T-shirts for schools, clubs, churches, and events. Del Martin Incorporated, 21 Sarah Susan Lane, Greencastle. Phone 717-597-5751 or online at delprint.com.
You can count on Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle for all your heating and cooling needs. Same-day service, free estimates, 24-hour emergency services, and free second opinions. Phone 717-597-9900 or visit us online at premierhvacpa.com. Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle, your local heating and air conditioning professionals.
Halftime show tonight has been brought to you by Antrim Insurance, your local Erie insurance agent serving Greencastle, Waynesboro, Chambersburg, Mercersburg, and surrounding Pennsylvania and Maryland communities. And we'd like to wish the Trojan boys soccer team best of luck. They're playing in the third place game for a state berth tomorrow at Northeastern High School. Trojans need a victory to enter state play, having lost to Hempfield a few days ago. But they will be playing in that state qualifying game tomorrow at Northeastern.
A win, you're in.
And,
otherwise, you're out.
You're out. That's it.
Hey, we're ready for second half kickoff, Gary.
And here we go. And here comes the kickoff from Nazir Taylor. And it is going to be into the end zone. So Carlisle will be first and 10 at their own 20. And not only has Carlisle scoring those 3 touchdowns in the last 3 minutes, they get the ball to start the second half.
That takes the wins out of your sails there. That 3 minutes, 3 touchdowns.
Boy, that's it. I mean,
now one thing I observed, both teams when they came back on the field here after halftime, they didn't have much zip in their step, either team. So, gosh, I wonder if Carlisle's slowing down. But here we'll see as they start the second half.
And Gavin Barnes is at quarterback for the Thundering Herd. He drops back and he pumps and he throws and he's got it complete at the 45-yard line on a big gainer like that. No slowing down on that play, Gary.
He had a tall receiver who outjumped the Trojan.
And
it was his tall receiver. It was his 6'6" receiver, Joe Mastrangelo.
Yeah, Mastrangelo with the catch. And just like that, Carlisle with the big gainer up to the 45-yard line. And that's where the Thundering Herd will go to work now. First and 10 at the 45. The handoff out to the 50, 45, and down to the 40 for Carlisle. It looks like number 21. It is Raj Porcopio with the Chambersburg stop coming from Devin Carball.
Another quick 15 yards for Carlisle.
Just like that, in Carlisle, a drive that started at their own 20 has now moved to the Trojan 40-yard line, and there's a handoff in the backfield. This time the Trojans have it red, and they will bring down number 25, Tristan Solik, for no gain or a loss there on the play. Second down and 10 yards to go.
Okay, split T backfield here.
And there is the handoff, open field, and a big hole down to the 20-yard line. I believe that was Raj. We'll see here. Porcopio, 21. Heckman with the stop, and 84 Swain. Another Porcopio run.
20 yards on the play.
And now around the right side it goes, and getting knocked down. is number 3, and that is, of course, quarterback Barnes with Clay Myers with the stop. And it'll be 2nd and 4.
10 minutes left in the third quarter here.
And the ball is at the 15-yard line. 2nd and 4 from the 15. And it's the handoff, a fake handoff, and now with the pass out, but the Trojans had that one down. It was to number 1, Curtis Revenell.
And Lipinski, number 86, on the tackle for Chambersburg. You know, there hasn't been any turnovers in the game, have there, Gary?
There has not been. What a spot for one right here.
Well, yes. First several plays for Carlisle on offense, they bobbled the ball, fumbled it, but they recovered. But since then, it's been no slips, no runs, no errors.
And back is Barnes. He throws it, pass incomplete. In fact, it was a drop pass, a catchable ball down there from Revenell, and that is Coriel with the there with the coverage for Chambersburg. It's now 4th down and 6, and the field goal unit is in for the Thundering Herd.
It'll be about a 34-yard attempt.
So here's Caleb Richwine with that 34-yarder. Snap is down, kick is up. It's got the distance, and it's good. It is good. And Carlisle adds 3 more. They now lead this one 33-7. This is the FMM Trust, the sports network, on midpenbroadcasting.com, GameTimePA.com, and the sportspage.blog.
When it rains, it pours.
Most of us would agree that getting your education is important. Most of us would also agree that finding a way to pay for it can be difficult. The United States Air Force can help. We'll help get your education with up to 100% tuition assistance. You can also earn an associate's degree through the Community College of the Air Force. For more information, call 1-800-423-USAF or visit www.airforce.com. This message is brought to you by Technical Sergeant Kevin Patrick and the United States Air Force and Mid-Penn Broadcasting.
You can reach Tech Sergeant Patrick locally at 717-480-7254. And the kickoff, as I think almost everyone tonight has been, goes into the end zone.
And through the end zone,
And through it, yes, with plenty to spare. So the Trojans will start 1st and 10, again at their own 20-yard line. And what an onslaught from Carlisle.
They had 3 or 4 big plays in that drive, just big plays that just ate up yardage.
And the Trojans continue to give those big plays up. They've scored 24 unanswered since it was 9-7. And that was with about 5.5 minutes left in the second quarter.
Collier about 5 on the carry there. Brings it up about the 25-yard line. Should be about a 2nd and 5 for Chambersburg. Dylan White, number 50 on the defense for Carlisle.
So it's Collier. Jones with him in the backfield. And Collier is back. He throws it. He's going long, and he has it intercepted by the Thundering Herd at the 49-yard line of Carlisle. So there's your turnover. It was intercepted by Jamari Brown, number 22. And
Carlisle, again, has the ball in Chambersburg territory. No, it's just at, as Walt Oliver would say, at the midfield stripe.
And there it is, sitting right on the stripe. And Carlisle in business again with good field position on the first turnover of the night. And Carlisle has taken control of this one. 33-7, the Thundering Herd lead with 8:15 remaining here in the third quarter.
We have a Carlisle timeout.
And we will take time also on the F&M Trust, the sports network, on midpennbroadcasting.com.
Everybody likes having more room. That's why F&M Trust designed the home equity loan and line of credit with features you'll love, including a great low rate. So add more room in your budget and your life with F&M Trust. Apply today at fmtrustonline.com. Equal housing lender.
When it comes to buying tires, Keystone Ford has a very simple, easy to understand, crystal clear guarantee. We will beat any competitor's advertised price on the brand name tires we sell. That's our Keystone Ford low price tire guarantee.
Well, Greencastle having a rough time of it tonight in Twin Valley. They trail 35-0, and they're in the third quarter. And there is the pitch back, and getting yardage up over the midfield stripe for Carlisle is at number 6, Ben Nick, stopped by Brock Harmon.
That's the first time I've seen somebody under center tonight for either team. Do we have a new quarterback in for Carlisle?
And Greyhounds lead Big Spring 21-14, 5 minutes left in the third quarter. And there's the pass off, and it is incomplete. And that new quarterback for Carlisle is that number 6, Gary?
That's what I thought I saw with this.
I believe it's 8, though. Is it 8?
Now, those are probably regulation numbers on the jerseys, but those of us that are macularly impaired don't always pick up the numbers.
Yeah, it's tough to do at times. I believe that's number 8, Christian Watts at quarterback. He's back. He throws, and he has it completed up at the near the 31-yard line as it's completed to Joe Mastrangelo.
That was a nice slant pattern. Just a really nice play.
Andrew Shedder on the coverage for the Chambersburg Trojans. And Carlisle, after the turnover, in business again. Midway through the third quarter, a huge gaping hole, and nobody is going to stop him. Number 25, that is Tristan Solich, and Carlisle moves ahead here by a score of 39-7.
That drive took less than 2 minutes.
And now everything Carlisle touches, they take in. This remained a very competitive ball game for most of the first half, but Carlisle is just going crazy here since the last 3 minutes of the third quarter. Conversion is good. Trojans fall behind. It's Carlisle 40 and Chambersburg 7 on the F&M Trust, the sports network, on midpennbroadcasting.com, GameTimePA.com, and the sportspage.blog. Olympian Athletics in downtown Waynesboro outfit your team with uniforms, warm-ups, hats, spirit wear, and more. Olympian Athletics offers all types of clothing and accessories, from traditional to fashion to uniforms and workwear. We do screen printing, embroidery, and digital design, individual and team trophies for any event. Olympian Athletics, 55 West Main Street in downtown Waynesboro, open Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 5.
MidpennBroadcasting.com.
Gary Klein with Gary Lang back at Trojan Stadium in Chambersburg, where Carlisle has made it a 40-7 ball game.
Who would have thunk it?
Yeah, when it was 9-7, it was looking like a competitive game. And another one that goes into the end zone, the Trojans will start like they have every other time tonight from their own 20-yard line. And that's where they're going to work, 1st and 10 from their own 20.
Now, I noticed that barely got across the goal line in the air, so maybe Carlisle is weakening right now.
Yeah. It would be a help if that was the case, Gary.
Yes.
So, in other words, his kicks aren't going quite as far as
the past one's been about 65 yards in there. That was only about 60.
Yeah. So he's had to do it so often tonight, and there's a hole. He gets up to the 25-yard line. I believe that's Keyshawn Jones for the Trojans.
Now, last week, the Trojans had a big offensive week.
They did.
Many yards, but tonight it's just a light offensive yard.
Yeah. Stopped there by a host of...
including 57, Giuseppe Mazzola.
Now we see a lot of the Trojan faithful, a lot take their shirts off on the other side. And there is the ball going up to the 30-yard line.
Collier and the carry, Carruthers with the stop. 1st and 10, Chambersburg.
Should be a little cooler than this if you want attention for that, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
Collier back.
And here's the snap, and Collier will hand it off. And was that Clay Myers on the carry for Chambersburg?
He was on the potential not to play tonight, but he's a senior.
Yeah.
I guess it's his last game.
Yeah, he's been in. The latest was that he was going to play. He's been in on a few plays, and that is Clay in the backfield there. Number 33 beside, right behind, now behind Collier, the quarterback. And he'll give it to Myers, and Myers gets a little bit of a hole, and he'll get up to about the 36-yard line.
Did I see a flag by the far side official?
I haven't seen it yet there, so. And Jeremy Adams with the stop. Was it a flag or a down to Trojan there at the?
We saw at the end of the first half some Trojan being carried off the field by 2 of his teammates. I didn't pick up the number, but that was at halftime. Potential leg injury. Now I can't see what the trainers are looking at right now. There was a nice bit this afternoon, this morning on 11 o'clock or so on the, I guess it's the Hanover Oldie station, but one of the high school athletic trainers from that area gave a nice presentation, about a half an hour's work about the importance of trainers, concussion protocol, and just the importance and how it's grown in the last 20 years.
And
that it is important to have trainers available for all the teams, so whether they're high school or junior high or even the smaller teams.
And a lot of advancements have been made in recent years with being able to detect that, and right now on the field here, a Trojan player whose number I can see part of it there. Can't see the entire number though, so don't want to speculate.
Yes. Nice hand from both sides of the field.
I believe it was 33, Clay Myers. It was. Clay Myers walks to the sideline. And maybe for the final time in his high school career.
Yes. Chambersburg now has the ball on the Carlisle 47. Must have been also a 15-yard penalty on the play. But Chambersburg in Carlisle territory with 5:25 left in the third quarter.
And there is, again, the fake handoff, and now getting yardage up over the 30 to the 20, about the 26-yard line.
Could be a turnover. It was a gain of about 25 yards on the play, but we see one of the Carlisle players running off jubilantly. And it appears that Carlisle has possession of the ball. 5:03 left in the third quarter.
So there we go, another turnover. We did not have a turnover the entire first half, but now 2 here in the second half. If Carlisle would score again, this would put the game into a mercy rule.
Yes.
As the Thundering Herd lead this one.
By 33 right now.
30, yeah, 40-7. 40-7 is the Carlisle lead.
It looks so close in that first quarter, and Chambersburg only trailed by 3. Both teams playing equal to each other.
And it was close. They were playing well for most of the first half. And we get some yardage right off the bat out to the 35-yard line. Very close, but a couple of yards shy. First down yardage. Jared Seacrest making the stop for the Chambersburg Trojans.
2nd and 2, Carlisle.
And dropping back, and this is Barnes. He throws, and he's got it completed. Out to about the 47-yard line to Matt Echeverra.
The shorter of the several Carlisle wide receivers.
Yeah, he's only 5'8", 165 pounds.
Nice slant pattern, and he caught it falling to the ground. Well executed play.
Motion coming to the right, and breaking it around the right side and all the way down to the 47-yard line. I believe that was for Carlisle, number...
Corwell on the tackle, number 44, Jake Corwell.
And Ben Nix for Carlisle with the run.
Burst of speed there by Nix.
And it is a Thundering Herd first down. And dropping back, and in trouble here is Barnes, but he is able to get away from it. Another missed Trojan tackle. And Barnes it finally comes down around midfield.
He was toying around with that Chambersburg defense there. Just jitterbug step there and juking the Chambersburg defenders.
Yes.
Result is a, looks like a pickup 2 or 3 on the play. Looks like second about 7.
So there it is, second down and 7 yards to go. And here is the handoff, and getting up to about the 45-yard line. That is number 25 of the Thundering Herd, Tristan Solich, and Wyatt Hall with the stop for Chambersburg.
Chambersburg is playing young tonight and has been playing young all season. But maybe this seasoning will help them in the future.
We certainly hope it does, Gary, along with what is, as we've heard, is a very good underclassman coming along the way. And, boy, look at that burst of speed. My goodness.
That's a gain of about 30 on that play, from about the 45 down to the 15.
And that was number 20. The ball carrier for Carlisle was 43, Keyshawn Trinidad.
Oh, but it looks like they're bringing the ball back.
It's coming back, though. A flag on the play. All the way back here. So that was all for naught. Clock is down to 2:37. Carlisle leads this one by a score of 40-7. Oh, and now with
instead of 3rd and 2, it's 3rd and 11 for Carlisle. Instead of ball on the 15-yard, 1st and 10, the ball is on the 46-yard line, 3rd and 11.
And they're in the Mercy Rule in Twin Valley. The Raiders lead Greencastle 35-0. Waynesboro has taken a 21-14 lead over Mifflin County after 3 quarters. And Barnes is in trouble, but that's no big deal. He usually gets out of it, and he does this time down to the 40, to the 30, and Barnes is to the 20, to the 10, and he is down near the goal line. Did he make it? I think there it is, touchdown, and a play that should have went for a sack, and he turns it into a touchdown.
A 53-yard touchdown
run. And they had him in the backfield.
Now, was that Barnes or the second quarterback, Nix?
I think it was number 3, Barnes, correct?
Wow.
Yeah, it was Barnes, yeah. We had, Nix was only in there for a play or so. And we will now get the Mercy clock here as Carlisle attempts to put the extra point up. And the snap, the kick is up, the kick is good, and there's a break in the action. A Mercy time with the score. Carlisle 47, Chambersburg 7 on the F&M Trust, the Sports Network.
You can count on Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle for all your heating and cooling needs. Same-day service, free estimates, 24-hour emergency services, and free second opinions. Phone 717-597-9900 or visit us online at premierhvacpa.com. Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle, your local heating and air conditioning professionals.
Gary Climb with Gary Lang back here at Trojan Stadium. And you mentioned, Gary, the speed of Carlisle, and they are showing it off right here, man.
Now, I wonder if there's recruiters out there that have noticed Barnes.
Yes.
He is something special.
You know, Barnes started the year as a wide receiver, and then Brett Hikes, the head coach, moved him to quarterback. I think it's been a pretty good decision there.
Head coaches are supposed to know something, and apparently this one does.
And there's the kick, and it is going to be taken by the Trojans back near the goal line. And I think maybe
that was 1 yard deep in the end zone, but it was a low-line drive.
So, okay, so it just barely made it in. So those kicks are getting shorter there.
That Barnes was evading tacklers right and left and spinning, and well, quite a few missed tackles also, Gary.
Yes, it was, including one in the backfield.
Yes.
It could have went for a sack. Instead, we got a 54-yard touchdown. And the ball is up to about the 20 on the carry, 1:33 to go. Justin McCleary and Braden Keller with the stop for the Thundering Herd. We're down to 1:17. And this is Collier, and he hands the football off and immediately being brought down. The ball carrier for Chambersburg. Was that Keyshawn?
I could not pick up his number, but it appears that Adji, number 46, was the defender, the Carlisle tackler on the play. Now, one thing I've noticed about the Trojan offensive line, their front five there, front six, is they've listened to the snap count intently. They have not drawn off sides. They have not wavered. You know, they go on the count.
I believe it may have been Tucker Heckman, the ball carrier. Back is Collier, and he puts it up in the air deep, but overthrows it at midfield. Couple of yards overthrown, but again, you're seeing the strength as he intended it for Bryce Dillard. But you're seeing the strength of that arm from Tyler Collier.
That was about 45 yards in the air, but it was just a little bit too long on the touch there.
Winding down, I think that's going to be the final play of the third quarter. And after 3, it's Carlisle 47, Chambersburg 7 on the F&M Trust, the sports network on midpenbroadcasting.com, GameTimePA.com, and the sportspage.blog.
When it comes to buying tires, Keystone Ford has a very simple, easy to understand, crystal clear guarantee. We will beat any competitor's advertised price on the brand name tires we sell. That's our Keystone Ford low price tire guarantee.
Everybody likes having more room. That's why F&M Trust designed the home equity loan and line of credit with features you'll love, including a great low rate. So add more room in your budget and your life with F&M Trust. Apply today at fmtrustonline.com. Equal housing lender.
Most companies ask for applicants with experience, but where do you get that unless someone gives you a job? Let the U.S. Air Force help. We offer comprehensive job training in over 140 specialties, and we'll help with education costs to finish your degree. Gain unmatched experience for your untapped potential with the United States Air Force. Call 1-800-423-USAF or visit www.airforce.com. This message brought to you by Technical Sergeant Kevin Patrick of the United States Air Force and Mid-Penn Broadcasting.
You can reach Tech Sergeant Patrick locally at 717-480-7254. Carlisle will go to work at the their own 39-yard line to start the fourth quarter. And Carlisle right now with, after a 9-7 game, Carlisle with 38 unanswered points.
Gosh, who'd have thought? You know, Chambersburg, I thought, had a good game plan in the first quarter. They played tough. They played even. And then the last 3 minutes of the second quarter was just devastating for them. They gave up 3 touchdowns in the last 3 minutes.
And, Gary, I believe it's what's been plaguing the Trojans for years. You can't put 4 quarters of football together. And that's the case again tonight here.
Yes. Now, this is the last Trojan football game this year. Is Mid-Penn Broadcasting going to be covering Trojan basketball this season?
We will be covering Trojan basketball again this year. And it all starts on December the 8th with the Franklin County Tip-Off Tournament.
Oh, that's always a good one.
It is great with all the county teams there. Well, most of the county teams together. But you have Greencastle hosting it this year. And, of course, it's Greencastle, James Buchanan, Chambersburg, Waynesboro, and it's been a great thing. I think it's about 8 years running.
It's great for the fans that they get to see all 4 local teams at one venue.
Yeah, boys and girls, and you know, it's a great 2-day event. And I think they started this about 8 years ago, and it has been a
great
huge
concept,
success.
Great idea. I wonder how Mike Ryan is going to be down in Greencastle this year. He's put on good teams here the last few years.
Yes, but he does not have Janae Faulkner this year.
She was something special.
Oh, she was incredible. One of the most incredible high school athletes I think I've seen. And we did the game on radio the night she scored 38 points. And she just single-handedly took over the ball game.
But she's not a selfish ball player.
She's not.
She's
That's
a great
the
team
thing.
player, yes.
She is a team player. She'll dish it out. And that 3-point shot of hers is just a thing of beauty. It is.
Now, where will she be playing this year, Gary?
I think it's at UMass, I believe, and somewhere in the Ivy. Massachusetts.
Northeastern U.S.
Yes, I did know, and I think it's.
Now we have 3rd and 3 in the play for it. 3rd and 3 for Carlisle.
Right.
But anyway, it's good to know that Mid-Penn is picking up Chambersburg and Greencastle games.
Yeah, we'll be doing Chambersburg and Greencastle, and also most likely a few James Buchanan and Fulton County games also. And there is the handoff, and it's going to get up to about the 41-yard line. And
Jake Corwell on the tackle.
A familiar Chambersburg name here.
Why, yes.
We are down to 10 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter. And of course, I anticipate Chambersburg basketball to be, I think a good year for Chambersburg. They had a great bunch of underclassmen too.
Now the Lions, people running the chain gang here, they got me confused.
Well, it's a first down here for the Trojans.
On the 49-yard, or on the 46-yard line of Carlisle.
And Carlisle, don't you just love it when you take a timeout in a mercy rule? 10 minutes remaining in the ball game, and we'll go to the scoreboard here and see if we can bring you some updates on any games around the area tonight. And it is as we look scores, and Twin Valley had a big lead on Greencastle. That game was in the mercy rule.
That was 35-0 at that point.
It was 35-0, and now my phone is not cooperating too. Here we are. And here is the run from the Trojans that will get down to about the 40-yard line. And that was the latest, 35-0. Big Spring has tied Shippensburg at 21-21.
That's interesting. That's a good game.
That is very interesting. And not sure of the time factor in there. And again, the handoff for Chambersburg. Seeing if we have anything on the Waynesboro-Mifflin County game, which Waynesboro led 21-14. That was the last report. So Tyler Collier, he's the big guy out there for Chambersburg, and he'll keep the football and slide safely at the 29-yard line as we're down to 8:52 to go.
Chambersburg is, a mix of running and passing, but mostly running. We have a new quarterback in for Chambersburg.
So Collier is out. And
is it number 5, Nathan Rogers?
Yes, it is. Rogers now at quarterback. And Rogers will hand the football off, and right away scampering through into the end zone for a Trojan touchdown. And I believe that was number 10. And number 10 is Tyree Durant.
He showed a great burst of speed.
He did.
Around the left side, puts Chambersburg back on the board.
And that will make it 40-13 as they'll try the extra point here. They're trying to bring on point number 14.
Rogers holding the point after touchdown attempt. Taylor on the kick. It is up and
it is good.
Okay.
And the Chambersburg Trojans finally break through with 8:19 to go. There's a break in the action with the score. Carlisle 40, Chambersburg 14 on the F&M Trust Sports Network on Mid-Penn Broadcasting.
You can count on Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle for all your heating and cooling needs. Same-day service, free estimates, 24-hour emergency services, and free second opinions. Phone 717-597-9900 or visit us online at premierhvacpa.com. Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle, your local heating and air conditioning professionals.
Gary Klein with Gary Lang here at Trojan Stadium. And the Trojans have got on the board here in the fourth quarter. The Thundering Herd now with a 40-14 lead with 8:19 remaining to be played in the ball game.
Chambersburg leading the fourth quarter by a 7-0 score.
Oh, that was, well, is there any way we could just take this fourth quarter, Gary? And
Yeah, you got to put 4 together, Gary.
Yeah, that's it, and that's what they have not done again, is play 4 quarters of football.
They played well in the first, and they played well in the fourth so far.
You see flashes of a team that could be pretty good here, but they are brief flashes of it. And Carlisle will pick up the football at about the 10-yard line and up now to the 15-yard line. And the Thundering Herd is a tough bunch to bring to the ground. And,
well, you can't roller skate in a Buffalo Herd.
I think Roger Miller said that.
Roger Miller, exactly.
Yeah. You can't roll.
Now, who's our morning DJ on WRGG on Mondays and Fridays from, is it 6 to 9 or 9 to 12? Who would be our RGG disc
that
jockey?
would be, are you talking my show from
Yes,
9
I
to
am.
12? Yes, Mondays and Fridays on 93.7.
I can hear that very well coming up Interstate 81 between Greencastle and Chambersburg, but I don't hear it very well to the south of Greencastle.
There's a big story about that, Gary, and hopefully it's going to improve. There is, as we get the handoff, and racing around the right side and being brought down at about the 15-yard line. There was a station in Martinsburg that went on the air relay, WEPM 93.7 on the same frequency. And it's been in FCC's hands here now for over a year. So there may be a ruling coming, but you're absolutely correct, south of town.
I know, I can hear it well from Greencastle to Chambersburg and parts between, but I'd like to listen to it in Hagerstown also.
WRGG.org.
Well, yes, that's possible too, yes.
And TuneIn Radio.
Okay.
You can type in WRGG. And there is the handoff up to the 20-yard line. And of course, we're talking WRGG, and on that was a Carmen Pompelli on the stop for Chambersburg. It is a low-power FM, an LP-FM that's been on the air for a little over a year.
And it's a fun station run by just regular people in Greencastle. Yes. Yeah. Well, you're...
Greencastle Antrim Education Foundation, Greg Hoover, Ben Thomas Jr., and Wade Burkholder.
It's a great effort, yes.
Yeah, and back it goes, and it's intercepted by the Trojans, and this is going to be a pick six for Chambersburg.
25-yard return.
Touchdown, Chambersburg Trojans, and the interception was by Carmen Pompelli, and the Trojans now with a couple of fourth quarter touchdowns, and it is 47-20 with 6 minutes remaining in the ball game, a little over 6 minutes. And this will be Taylor jumping in to try to put up point number 21 for Chambersburg. And the low snap, but the kick is up. The kick is good. Taylor puts it through. And Nazir Taylor, Gary, has been one of the consistents, as you well know, of the Chambersburg Trojans. He is an outstanding punter and place kicker.
Now, is what grade level is he? Is he?
Nazir Taylor is a senior.
Okay.
Yeah, he's been around here for 3 years, and so.
Now there's a youngster named Nolan down at Faust. I saw him doing some of the place kicking duties down there. He seemed to be good on his PAT. So maybe Taylor will have a replacement, or who knows? Maybe somebody will step up from the sidelines or the soccer team and be the next kicking specialist, both for points and for punting.
And Tyler Luther, who is a sophomore,
will
got probably
potential.
Get that. Yes, we saw him a few times this year. He has kicked in games. He's currently a sophomore, and he also plays soccer.
Okay, that's
like
a good sign. Yes.
So now the Trojans will kick it off here. 6:04 on the scoreboard clock, and that kick will be into the end zone, and Carlisle will bring it out and go to work. 1st and 10 for their own 20. So Chambersburg with the pick 6. Carmen Pompelli.
Now they put 14 points in the last 2 minutes plus. Is there enough time remaining for this comeback?
Well, if we could do 14 every 2 minutes, there is.
Yes.
Yeah, but I don't think that'll happen. We're Chambersburg 26 down, so that's 4 scores.
Yes. And 7 years ago.
Yeah, But with if it happens every 2 minutes, Gary, they're in business.
Oh yes.
That would just about do it.
And we would win 49-47.
Yeah.
We being Chambersburg.
And
tackle, yes.
And they sacked the quarterback back at the 15-yard line. And the sack was by number 64, Wade Stickle.
We've called his name a few times tonight. He's had a good game.
So Carlisle here.
I get penalized 5 yards, illegal shift.
So it'll be a 1st down and 15 yards to go for the Thundering Herd. Moving clock at 5:21 remaining in the football game. And Carlisle up 47-21 over the Trojans. And again, there comes the handoff. And it's going to be up over the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Number 70, Tucker Eicher on the tackle, apparently, for Chambersburg. Our guest spotter tonight is Alan Hudak. Want to give a shout out to Alan. He's doing a very good job for us.
Outstanding, yes. And the ball is up to.
Is that about 20?
13. Yeah. And it was Carmen Pompelli again with the stop. It's going to be 3rd and 12.
Carlisle's run 2 minutes off the clock there that we've really needed, but let's see if we can stop them here.
3rd down and 12 yards to go.
They have trip receivers to the right, single to the left.
And quarterback back rolling right up, and it is complete at the 25-yard line.
There's a flag on the play, though.
Okay, so it's going to be coming back, most likely.
Push him back, way
It
back.
is against Carlisle with 3:33 to go, 3:33 on the scoreboard clock. Chambersburg held with Carlisle until the Thundering Herd erupts for 3 scores in the last 3 minutes.
of the second quarter.
Of the second quarter.
Chambersburg declines the penalty, forcing Carlisle to kick.
So the Trojans will get another shot here in 2017 to get on the scoreboard. And the snap and the putt is off, and it's going to take a bounce and a little bit of a Trojan roll to the 47-yard line of the Thundering Herd. And Chambersburg will go to work at that spot in Thundering Herd territory at the 47-yard line. Or 48 is where the spot comes. And that's a drop snap, and it's picked up and up to the 40, to the 30-yard line, and finally knocked out of bounds at the 30-yard line is quarterback Nathan Rogers. Nathan Rogers, he fumbled the snap, but
it saw clear territory in the left flat and picked up about 20 yards.
And we're down to 2 minutes, 19 seconds to go.
Chambersburg Band is starting to assemble for the post-game show.
And again, we get the handoff, and still on his feet and getting, is it a touchdown? Yes, it is. Touchdown, Chambersburg. And again, it's Tyree Durant with the touchdown for the Chambersburg Trojans.
Well, they're calling it back.
But it's not going to stand. It's coming back.
Illegal shift, I believe, is what they're calling. Takes away a 30-yard touchdown run by Durant.
And we're down to a minute 49 to go in this 2017 season for Chambersburg.
Tackled by number 67, Dan Richards of Carlisle.
Minute 36 on the scoreboard clock.
Another flag. We're seeing a few more flags in this fourth quarter. Chambersburg appears to have won this fourth quarter battle, but has lost the war.
And there is the carry down to the 20-yard line. And we're down to a minute and 8 seconds to go.
Time for maybe one or two more plays.
The Trojans are going to finish the year at 0-10. They have lost 19 consecutive games since defeating Greencastle to start the 2016 season.
Now, do we have that forfeit in there also, Gary?
Yes, that counts as a loss. A 2-0 loss to Red Lion. They forfeited the game. That includes that. They defeated Greencastle in the opener in 2016. And there is Rogers' pass. It is up and it is incomplete. And Rogers shows a pretty good arm there, too, for Chambers.
Trying to throw at the corner of the end zone, and that, let's see if they get off this final play or not.
And the last time Chambersburg has defeated, as Chambersburg calls a timeout with 19 seconds to go.
As last effort, yes.
They want to go out with a score. They're not going out with a victory, but they can still go out with a score.
They just had one taken away on that one penalty. So they're not backing down. They still say, hey, we've got some fire left.
Now, Chambersburg, the last time they defeated a team other than Greencastle or Mifflin County was in October of 2013 when they defeated Carlisle in the rain at Carlisle. And since then, the only two teams that the Trojans have defeated has been either Greencastle or Mifflin County, and Mifflin County is no longer on the schedule.
Yes.
And I think maybe the script for the season was written when Chambersburg lost to Greencastle in that opener. And there's the pass going to Rogers. From Rogers, it is incomplete. Incomplete, and that may put the lid on the 2017 season for the Chambersburg Trojans. It will also give the Carlisle Thundering Herd a 500 record for the season. They finish at 5-5. The Trojans go to 0-10 on the year, and it was 30-7 at the half, and the final at 47-21, with the Thundering Herd coming away with the victory. We certainly hope that better days lie ahead for the Chambersburg Trojans here next year and in the future, but this is a season that will be forgettable. An 0-10 year for Chambersburg, and we will be coming back to wrap it up after these messages on the F&M Trust Sports Network on MidPennBroadcasting.com, GameTimePA.com, and the SportsPage.blog.
Kennedy, General Manager, Blaze Alexander Chevrolet in Greencastle. Due to record-breaking sales the past 3 months, we're bringing back cash for junkers. Push, pull, or drag it in, and you'll receive $34.50 over fair condition KBB minus recondition. If you don't have a junker, no problem. We'll still give you $34.50 over fair condition KBB for your current vehicle. Over $17,000 off a new 2017 Silverado 1500, stock number G2403. 0% financing available in everything, including the redesigned 18 Traverse. Our used vehicle supercenter with over 2,500 pre-owned available. Over 1,000 new Chevys available. We offer free PA state inspections for everyone. Free service loaners. Free Saturday car washes from 9 to 12. And with the credit doctors Mike and Nate, everybody drives. The lowest prices online at BlazeChevy.com. The price you see is the price you pay. If you don't have a Blaze Alexander logo in the back of your vehicle, you paid too much. This is why we're the area's #1 volume Chevy dealer. By taking deals the other guys won't. Blaze Alexander Chevrolet in Greencastle. Find new roads.
Se habla español.
Everybody likes having more room. Sometimes it's your living space at home, but sometimes it could be finding more room in your budget. That's why F&M Trust offers the home equity loan and the home equity line of credit. The loan helps with home improvements, and the line of credit adds in more flexibility for future purchases. Either home equity choice will help with consolidating bills too. Right now, F&M Trust has great low home equity rates, so you can add more room just the way you like. Learn more at fmtrustonline.com. Equal housing lender.
Let Olympian Athletics in downtown Waynesboro outfit your team with uniforms, warm-ups, hats, spirit wear, and more. Olympian Athletics offers all types of clothing and accessories, from traditional to fashion to uniforms and workwear. We do screen printing, embroidery, and digital design, individual and team trophies for any event. Olympian Athletics, 55 West Main Street in downtown Waynesboro, open Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 5.
Shippensburg Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine, with offices in Shippensburg, Greencastle, Waynesboro, and Newville, specializes in orthopedic and sports-related injuries. Our therapists are experts in utilizing the most current therapy techniques, from hands-on manipulation to therapeutic exercise and aquatic therapy. We are a locally owned and operated practice and have a vested interest in the individual patient and community. Shippensburg Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine. Online at shippt.com. Phone 717-477-8030.
Great outdoors, great history, great entertainment, great relaxation. Your great moments are waiting in Franklin County. Let the Franklin County Visitors Bureau help you plan your visit to the beautiful Cumberland Valley. Visit explorefranklincountypa.com or call 717-552-2977 or toll free 866-646-8060. Green Village Family Restaurant is a proud supporter of the Chambersburg Trojans. Green Village Family Restaurant is open 7 days a week. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, homemade soups, and daily specials. Banquet rooms are available. Book your party for the holiday season. Green Village Family Restaurant, 5440 Philadelphia Avenue, Chambersburg, proudly supporting the Chambersburg Trojans.
You can count on Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle for all your heating and cooling needs. Same-day service, free estimates, 24-hour emergency services, and free second opinions. Phone 717-597-9900 or visit us online at premierhvacpa.com. Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle, your local heating and air conditioning professionals.
Streaming live with over 70 local sporting events a year, this is MidPennBroadcasting.com.
Chambersburg losing here by a score of 47-21, and a game that just ended seconds ago. Shippensburg defeats Big Spring 27-21. The LBJ will be in Shippensburg
Little
again.
Brown Jug.
That little brown jug remaining in Shippensburg. It's been there for quite a while.
That's not to be confused with Lyndon Baines Johnson.
No, that's right. When
That's
you
the
think
other
LBJ, you think Linden.
Yes. But congratulations, Shippensburg.
And final score here, Twin Valley 35 and Greencastle nothing. We'll go over here and see if we could get a score on the Waynesboro Indians here tonight. As they were playing at Mifflin County, and they were up 21-14, and that's the way it ended. Waynesboro 21, Mifflin County 14. Waynesboro, the best team in the area.
Yes.
As they have had an outstanding season. They are the Colonial Division champions. Here in Chambersburg tonight, it was a 47-21 final in the Chambersburg. After trailing 30-7 at the half, did score 14 points here in the second half of the game. And a couple of touchdowns, a run by Tyree Durant, and also by a interception return by Connor Pompelli. And the Chambersburg Trojans fall here tonight to Carlisle. It was getting out to an early lead in the ball game, 3-0. A field goal by Carlisle at 5:22 with Richwood. It was 9-0 on the touchdown catch from Adams and an extra point that was blocked by Devin Carball. And with 8:55 in the second, Carlisle led 9-0. 18-yard run by Keyshawn Jones, and the point after conversion cut it to 9-7. Then with 2:45, a 3-yard touchdown run by Owen Hackey. Extra point good. 16-7 Carlisle with a minute 35, 38-yard touchdown reception from Corpio, and it was 23-7 Carlisle. Barnes, a 1-yard touchdown run with the Rich Wine kick, made it 30-7 at the half. 4 second quarter touchdowns, 3 in the final 3 minutes. Third quarter, 34-yard field goal by Rich Wynn put Carlisle up 33-7 at 9 minutes, and then just less than 2 minutes later, 7-10, a Solich 32-yard run, extra point put Carlisle up 40-7. 53-yard touchdown run from Barnes, and it was 47-7 Carlisle. Third quarter, 2 more touchdowns and a field goal. Fourth quarter, 40-yard run by Tyree Durant made it 47-14. And with 6:04 to go, an interception, 29-yard interception returned by Pompelli, and the extra point made it 47-21. Carlisle wins the football game. And Gary, thanks very much for sitting in tonight with us.
Thank you also.
Glad to have you. Want to thank Alan Hudak, who did the spotting for us tonight on Mid-Penn Broadcasting. He was our spotter, operating the camera and producing our live stream tonight, India Bussey. And we remind you to join us again for Chambersburg Trojan basketball. And that will come up in just a little over a month. As Gary and I talked earlier, the Franklin County tip-off tournament is in Greencastle this year, and we will have every game, all 8 games of that tip-off tournament here on MidPennBroadcasting.com. And again, the final score tonight, it was Chambersburg losing here to Carlisle by a score of 47-21.
But it really wasn't that close a game, though, was it?
No, it certainly was not. Not at all. So it certainly was not that Carlisle took charge there in the second quarter. Tonight's game has been a production of MidPennBroadcasting.com and brought to you by F&M Trust, Antrim Insurance, the Franklin County Visitors Bureau, Keystone Ford, Del Martin Incorporated, Shippensburg Physical Therapy, Greencastle Eye Care Center, Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle, The Sports Page, Blaze Alexander Chevrolet Volvo, Johnny's Restaurant and Hotel Service, United States Air Force, Nellie Fox Bowl, Green Village Family Restaurant, Olympian Athletics, and Klein Tours. Once again, Chambersburg losing here tonight by a final of 47-21. For the entire Mid-Penn Broadcasting team, I'm Gary Klein. Good night, everyone.